are broadcast as radio impulses into space. And all necessary heard on every radio telescope on the entire
Did you think it was?
How you doing? Welcome to the stream. I don't know if you can hear my game. It's got no volume. Have we broken something? Bear with me a second. Something's not right. You can hear me, right? I've lost my volume. I've lost all volume. My PlayStation has decided to make no noise. Hang on.
I love weddings.
That works.
Drinks all around.
So, my console has just made... No way. What the hell? Figured that out. That's it. Matthias, thank you very much. So basically, there's a new feature added to PlayStation. I didn't even realise. This button here, this mute button, is supposed to mute the microphone on the control pad, but it actually mutes everything. So if I turn it off, that's that. If I press and hold it, it does the whole lot. I did not know it did that. Good to know. Thank you for the shout out. Thank you for the host. Not shout out, host even. Who we got? Erinus, Ben Hall, One Little Chick, H.G. Wells, Rogers, Sedimentable, Peon Grim, Breggle the Wild, Tipper, thank you very much for the resub. Paul is too good, Christina, Bulldoggo, Lufa, Tin, Scrotilia, Spikes, Wagley, Techno Shot, Solara, Matthias again, thank you for the resub. Liver, where have I gone? Nonny Stress Relief. I think I said most of your names already. Jar Primus, I'm the Knight, Murph, and I already said hi to Ben. It's for when you hear the neighbours arguing, but you can't pause it. Yeah, indeed. So, I'm leveling today. Leveling. On a different server. So I'm going to pug it first of all and see what happens. But, Any feature was quite cool. James Bond, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. I'm in the middle of fucking nowhere. Where am I over here for? Do you want to see something really awesome? Wrong server, but Tundra exists. It woofs too. Let me try that to see if it'll work myself. Yeah, if you press and hold it, it will actually shut off the whole thing, all the audio, the whole fucking lot. You do realise that you're facing the wall, right? You have to show off over there, where people can see you. Anywho, I need to go to the crafting areas in Shatwood and go squash stuff. Because the last time I was on this server, I got loads of stuff in my bags I don't need to keep. Loads of you actually said ninja. I didn't even press the button. There you go. How's that? Is that more better? How many people have smashed out loads of levels on their new characters? Because we all know you've made some. Or maybe you haven't. Maybe you've just been getting more champion points. This server is a little laggy for me. Not terrible. It's a little bit pingy. Get rid of those. Loads of stuff. Drake's Rush. Didn't even know I had that stuff on me. Squish. What in there? I just put August and Magpie going in here. Dear oh dear. How you doing, Plats? Welcome to the stream. Bit and cake in the chat for people that just joined, of course. It's fucking hot today. It's 20 fucking degrees, right? Which isn't not that bad outside. That's quite cool, actually. But indoors, it's really fucking hot. It's stupidly windy, fucking it down with rain, and it's humid as hell. I need to put the words. I need to put the fan on. Hold on. Such a weird day today. It's like a crossover between winter and summer, and it can't quite make its fucking mind up. Tried to level the thief, but it kept crashing on my console. Big sad. Rip indeed. There was a patch today, actually, for all servers, including PTS. What's on the menu tonight? I'm on the stream. You get to watch. You always come in asking me what I'm going to do rather than just watching and finding out. Love DLC roulette. Well, you would love it. Yeah, that's not how it works. You don't get to ask what happens. You get to see what happens. Ignore the damn phone. Fair. If you want to control what happens, like preference, you have to get a stream takeover. Hello, Ninjas. Pepper Double Down. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Right, do I have anything else to sell before I get started? I'm getting XP today, Siphus. I did go over that a minute ago, but I'm assuming that wasn't loud enough. I don't really need that shit on this server. Don't need those. Do need those. Don't need those. Loads of crystals. We'll get to those later. Beautiful. Right. Let's see what happens. Bob and Weaving, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Random dungeon vet, go. Pray for me. It's gonna fucking hurt. But I think it's happening all over. Keep going. Slow lag and VMA at the minute. Yeah, it is. They had a patch today. Loads of people tried to rush to log in all at once because what people do is instead of playing in their own time when they have time to play, people all hog the load-in screen when a server comes back up, even if they don't plan on playing today. Everyone has to log in at exactly the same time. Thank you very much indeed for the follow. We got a group already, apparently. And, of course, the tank and the healer, the two roles that you need for a fucking pug, are not saying ready. Rip! Mike, how you doing? James, welcome as well. Oh, we're in. Not Moon Hunter. March of Sacrifices. But March in the chat if you want the guide. It is there, of course. All the shinies explained. Well, actually, the secrets aren't in that one. But they're quite straightforward anyway. You follow the wisp, kill the thing, and you're done. They're not like the more recent secrets that are a little different. Is I streaming from work today? Or you're watching from work today? Stuck at work. Rip indeed. Boing. I'm going to say hi to people. Hello. Wait. Okie dokie. We have a real tank? No, we don't. Well, we half a tank. We have a sword and board person. 28k health. You might get hurt by the last boss. You might be okay. Depends on how good you are with the mechanics. Can people tank trials with Nature's Bounty God? Yes, 152,000%. I don't think you watched the video properly. It's designed for all content. That build, while being an active and solid and efficient and effective tank, all those words, can even solo. It can do all the content in the game. Hey Zion Ninjas, how you doing? Mind Distortion, welcome to the stream. King, also, how you doing? We've got a pug. I'm in March of Sacrifices on PlayStation NA today, and we've just been told to wait, so I'm waiting. Also, maybe he's a healer. Oh, 28k healer. Are you using what I think you're using? I thought his sword and board was because he was a tank. No, he's got slime claw on. You can see his hands glowing, unless he just had put on minor berserk even. No, he's got slime claw. What's this tank doing? Maybe it's a healer. I don't know. Maybe he's using cleric. Haven't finished the video yet. Yeah, the thing is, if you ask a question before you finish watching the video, you're going to get the answers that are already in the video. Then VCL plus 3 only, but can do all of them if you wanted to. Yeah, Bob uses it quite a lot, actually. Finally got my VFL hard mode. Fanglair, just need to know death and personality, exciting times. Nice, dude. Get it done. Damn a day, I got to go to work. You're on my server. Yeah. I'm on lots of people's server. Let's see how this goes. He is a tank. He has 49k health. He's massive chunker. He's also using a set that buffs fire while I'm not using any fire, which is good. But also, I want to see what that healer's doing, because I'm pretty sure he's using the cleric build, you know. No, he's not. No. Cancel that. He's just a PvPer. Fair enough. Spirit, welcome to the stream. Mr. Decimal as well. How you doing? Boing. Guild link is in the chat. This is true. That's how you join the guilds. It's the same on every single server. No, you joining you. That's where my main is. And you see it a lot. But I'm on all of them. Sometimes I log on to all the different servers in the same day. Not very often, but sometimes. Do you want to know how bad my RNG is? This is the NA server. I have one major character over here. A couple of others that I don't really use or haven't really made. I think this is the right one. And I have all the stuff I need for the Easy Sorc, including the including the perfected lightning stuff. I actually got it on live stream. In fact, this is the build I did it on, like, fuck all champion points ages ago, before they changed the champion points. On my main server, I still don't have that fucking weapon. I have the basic one. Vader, thank you very much. Massively appreciate, of course, Bit and Cake in the chat. You are a legend. And if you're really lucky, you'll have a wild Xynode join your trial group one time. That did happen. That's true. It does happen quite a bit. It's just that I hide myself offline. I had that the other day. Someone was like, well, you're not actually online because I never see you. First of all, stalker alert. Secondly, yes, I am. I hide. I'm only visible if I want you to see me. That's how the world works, behind keyboards. Viking, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Do you want Zai to play with you? There are 2 Patreon perks for that. Oh, such a child. Yes, there are. That's very true. Thank you, Mike. Much appreciated. You can actually force me to be in your presence. In-game, obviously. I've had a few one-to-ones today, actually. Which is, I get banned by my own mods. It's translation, Mike. That's what it is. Although you got it anyway. Also, that's how ninjas work. Yes, it is. Real ninjas. Got my blanket at the weekend. Totally got Sofa Boss. Nice. Fucking epic. Thank you very much, of course, for buying it. Secondly, I did tell you they're very, very comfy. If you want one of those, put merch in the chat. Go and have a look. They are shiny. But make sure you put the word ninja at the checkout, because that's the promo code for getting 10% off the entire store until the end of October. You've only got about a week or so left. Afternoon, Zai. How you doing, Fireguy? Welcome to the stream. We can get rid of this dude first, because it's a pain in the ass. That's why, because he fucking teleports and... Well, not teleports, he charges at people. Oh, you fucker. Want to buy an interrupt? That was lucky. You have to try and keep your messages relatively short, otherwise it's impossible for me to read them when it gets really busy. I'll try and catch it, but try and keep them shorter. Shit. He's got more stacked. He can't use any magic abilities. Rip. I mean, it's good to have the stack, but nothing you can do. One more question before I leave. Curious question came up with on one of the Facebook forums. Hang on a minute. Let me kill this boss. No, I'll just read it. They asked if they deleted all their characters, would their CPV reset? It shouldn't do because it's held to your account, but honestly, I've never done that. I don't know anyone that's ever deleted all their characters just to test that out. I mean, you could try it on the PTS, but then the PTS gives you 3,600 anyway, so that's invalid. Ignore me. No idea. I don't know why that would be useful. It sounds like a bait conversation that someone decided to make up because they had nothing else to talk about. How many people do you know that would delete all their characters?
The spirit of the stag lives on.
I can't go in that circle because if I do, I can't use magic abilities. I've got no resources here at all. First time viewer? Nice! Welcome to the stream. Take a few days to delete all your characters. Yeah, it would. What happened? You're not the boss of me. Oh, mod fight. Oh, I haven't got my fucking XP scroll on. There we go.
Come here.
Too much time and effort to put into deleting them. I'd have to go onto all 6 servers and delete everything. I'd probably miss one. Doubt the person can do it to themselves. I don't think they would. Yeah, but they claimed the game is too easy now, but yeah, didn't see the definitive answer. Well, if it's too easy for them, start a new account with no champion points instead of deleting them all and make it really awkward. Too easy for them. I'd love to see them get Godslayer all by themselves if it's so easy. Not to say that you have to keep swinging that title because it's fucking boring listening to people say about it, but it's a fact. It's a multiplayer game, and if it's too easy for them, what's too easy? Go do something that's not soloable. See how easy it is. Some people. It's a dick swing contest. They've just done it on purpose. Ignore it. They want a challenge, start over, all over. You don't have to delete the characters. Correct. BX, thank you very much. Massively appreciate it. Of course, Bit and Cake in the chat. What a fucking legend. Thank you very, very much. Did I say start a new account? Exactly. People do that all the time. They usually do it when they get banned. They have an edgy name like Terminator 744 because Terminator 743 was taken. And it's all done in numbers. Thank you very much indeed, Platts, for the bits. You are a legend. Massively appreciated. Bit and Cake in the chat. Enjoy the Ninja Stars. Hype train has started as well. And what they do is they call themselves Terminator 744. And when they get banned, they come back with a brand new account called not Terminator 744. Good job, mate. You know, because getting banned isn't enough. You have to be edgy about it and inform people that you were banned, but you're back. Haha, Zos, I'm back. Yes, they know. You paid them for a new account. Haha. Mike, you fucking legend. 1.5k bits from the mic. Oh my god, he's a Dragonborn. X is in front of the name at the end. Yes. You know the rules, people to fight starts again from scratch. If you kill that Dragonborn, you'll take the place of stream. I have to kill you instead. It's a mod, people. It's a mod. One of the mods is the Dragonborn. This is your time to shine. If ever you wanted to have a go at a mod and get away with it, you can't do it in words, but you can kill them while they're on the throne. See, there he goes. Come at me. Spike, thank you very much for the bits. Massively appreciated. Bit and Cake in the chat. You have just hit the new Dragonborn. Micus Maximus, how do you feel? Putting a V in front of the name. Well, yeah, but that's just the boring way to do it. They do. It's true. Oh my god! Smashed it. Absolutely smashed it. Dragonborn down. Tipper just went in full fucking throttle. Thank you very much indeed. Massively appreciated. Bit and Cake in the chat, people. 5 gifted subs from Tipper. 1 from Wayno Smash as well. And Torta is now on the throne. Hype train level 2 activated. You know the rules, people to fight starts again from scratch. If you kill the Dragonborn, holy fuck, you will take their place in the stream. I have to kill you instead. Thank you very, very much indeed. Ravicus Maximus as well. Long time no see. Welcome to the stream. Thank you very much indeed for the resub. Thank you for the bits. I've got all my buttons in the wrong order. Oh my god. Oh, Bulldog. Fucking straight in. Thank you very, very much indeed. shit, the bed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, almost 6,000 bits. That's a lot of bits. Oh my word. Pepper as well, thank you very much. Both of you have just now pushed the hype train over the edge to level 3. Thank you very much indeed. Where's the synergy? We're going to die at this, right? That dude's from PvP, I'm pretty sure of it. Not that that's a problem. You just have to hit a bit harder. Who the fuck? Technical, what the fuck happened there? 10 gifted subs, now up to a total of 100 on the channel. Dragonborn is fucking down. Good night. Get in. You know the rules, people to fight start the game from scratch. If you kill the Dragonborn, you'll take their place to stream and have to kill you instead. Hype train is active, people are going fucking nuts, and if you received a gifted sub, for God's sake, make sure you say thank you to the gifter. What a legend. Hype train level 3, 3 minutes 42 seconds remaining. What am I doing? We need to kill minions and stuff. Where's the tank? Oh, this over here, by the way. That, just block. Yes, I know. He's assuming that I'm dumb because I'm a low CPs. Little Oz, you're a legend. Thank you very much indeed for the bits. You have a ninja start as well. Been a while, missed you. Technical, you're a legend. Welcome back to the stream, and thank you for the gifted subs. I don't need to block, I'm not in it. Haha, rip. So, it's helpful when people help other people. But it's annoying when everyone assumes that because they are higher champion points than you, that they know more. And instantly have to just force feed you information that you already know. So, I try not to tell people mechanics unless I'm 100% certain they don't know. Or they fuck it up a few times. Give him a chance to see what they're doing. He's assuming that Zai, the guy that writes the guide, doesn't know. I know. I got hiccups. That was awkward. Hello, Zai. Reaper, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Little Oz, you have the ninja stars. Show them off. Mind Distortion has ninja stars too. Thank you very much for those bits. Oh my god. Let's use a Destro ulti just for the fuck of it. Interrupt. Otherwise you're dead. Interrupt. Break me out. There's a synergy on your head. Thank you. Woohoo! Another sub as well. Thank you very much. Shit, it's busy today. Mr. Decimal with 2,000 bits. Pushing the hype train to the next level. Thank you very, very much. 1,000 bits gets you your first ninja star. Enjoy it. Dead Green Warriors. So, for those of you that don't know the mechanics here, there are a couple of things that you have to pay attention to. One of them is the ads will channel and pin people to the ground, which you need to interrupt. If you don't interrupt it, they'll be pinned for a short period of time, but then you do get a second chance. You then have to go over to... Haha, the tank died! The one who told me what to do died. You have to go over to them and break them out of the synergy within like 3 or 4 seconds, otherwise they'll get heavy attack and die. Oh my god, he rage quit! Puss! The one who told us what to do, assuming that we didn't know, just died and rage quit. Oh, wow. What an impatient son of a bitch. So looking forward to the sticker book drop change. I'm tired of farming Maelstrom. I'm not farming shit until that lands. Nothing. At the moment, I'm just getting XP. I cannot believe that. 1 death after showing off and rage quit. Clarky, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Fire Gooey with the bits. You're a legend. Thank you very much. Hype train level something or other. 4 and 8%. Nice. Shot off the stars, dude. He rage quit on stream in front of the internet. Well done. I know. Look. Started off the dungeon. Wait, because he had to get ready. Okay, fine. Just block. Yep, I know. And then I put puss, obviously, because he rage quit. He's crying in the corner somewhere. Who the fuck rage quits after 1 death? I mean, shit happens. Just get up. Go again. Tank didn't have the block on his bar. Oh, God. Ah, pass me later. I'll see if any tanks. Anyone on PlayStation NA that isn't scared to get killed, that is a tank. I mean, yeah, this I know what he's done. Spike, Spike, I'm just going to throw this out there. This is only acceptable when I ask. Granted, I just did ask, but you got that whispering before I'd even done it. Don't jump ahead of the queue. Wait until I ask. Otherwise, if everyone does that, they're going to get really pissed off. But yes, we need a tank. Spike, bad. Indeed. Spike, no bad. Yeah, you should not do that. You should always wait until I ask. Otherwise, the patient people in the chat are going to be like, hey, that's not fucking fair. Just because you have the points does not mean you have to know how. Exactly, this is very true. Now he's telling his mum on Zai, do it. He must be also missing a dodge in his bar. Did he give me leader? Yes, he did. So we need to remove this dungeon finder. Dungeon finder. Do not find replacement. I will take it, Spike, for this one run. And then we'll take Bob on the next one if he's still about. But do not jump ahead in whispers unless I specifically ask for it. That's a rule for the channel. Because otherwise, the patient people who are waiting for me to call it will get fucked off. Zai and Ninjas, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Bob, if you're still playing, you're up on the next run. That isn't the way I was doing today's stream, but we're going to have to because the tanks keep quitting. Well, one quit. We expect the next one to quit too. The tank didn't have a block on his bar. Fucking right. Ryan, how you doing? THX, welcome to the stream. Hope you weren't hit by the shovels today. No, not today. Today is Monday part 2. It has been questionable, but it's not as bad as yesterday. Yesterday was dog shit. So much to do, so little time, and then just trying to cram it all in. It was mental. It's vague as fuck, and it's going to stay vague as fuck, but it was. Where the fuck is Spike? He might be locked out because the other dude's body is still in here. You lot are really slow. I've already got a tank. Still remember when someone on Zai stream actually said, and with a straight face, that they didn't have an interrupt on their bar. That was very true. That did happen. Someone wasn't joking when they said it. Peaceful Ninjas and Xynode. Jox! Welcome to the stream. How you doing? Bit and cake in the chat for Joximus Maximus. That's really hard to say. Jox, we just had a tank. Past tense. We had a tank. He left us. Level 3 hype train was successful. Congratulations. Bit and cake in the chat. Or just throw in the choo-choo emotes that you just received. Hi, Zai. NA can't follow. Too laggy for me. Okay. I don't know how that's helpful. But hi! Long load screen. No shit. I lag on there too. It's not really lag. It's just... It kind of is. It's really poo-poo ping. It just spikes. Zai had a tank. Let's not forget those air quotes. This is true. We're going to wait for Spike. Just sucked buttermilk. No, what happened, Jox? I'll show you. This happened. The tank was busy, so he said wait. So we did wait. And then we started the dungeon. Okay, great. Then he stacked the magic person on top of the tank boss. So obviously I couldn't get close enough, but it doesn't matter about that. Anyway, he said just block for the new mechanic that we're about to approach, which I already knew about. And I said I know. And then he died to it, and then he left. So that happened. Missed it. Yeah, I'm speaking out loud, but you're missing words, mate. Yes, we have a tank. We have one for the next one as well. But thank you. Much appreciated. Good evening, Zion chat. What did I walk into here? I'm not going to repeat it again. Mike, you get to be the answer machine and repeat it. Throwing the dummy for sure. Yeah, I know. Zion is narrating because he has a live stream and he narrates. Yes, I do narrate. This is true. We're also waiting for Spike because his fucking potato PlayStation is not letting him in. Oh, there he is. Look, he's all the way over there. If you got the portal of apology, which takes you about here somewhere, which is fucking shit. Just porting through. You're good, mate. Run, Spike, run. Don't worry, Spike. You don't have to type in the stream chat. We know you're in here anyway. Don't stress your internet out with words. Boing, boing. He's our ninjas. Sask, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Look at his little legs not moving. Less typey, more runny. Yes, because we're live and nothing's happening right now. He's sitting there just willing his PlayStation to work. Come on! I'm on fucking live stream! Why is it not working? That's what he's doing right now. You can kick it and everything. Put it in the fridge. Play with 5 megabytes on it and 8 with LAN. That's a big problem. Yeah, I can't help you with that. He's not moving at all. I think he's dead. Spike! You dead? If he puts yeah man in the chat, I'm gonna fucking lose it. Not many people are gonna get that fucking reference at all. Wait for it. He's not moving. He's fucked. Zinch, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Bit and cake for the newcomers, by the way. Also, show off your choo-choo emotes if you got them. There he is. Look at that. He flew. Fucking flew. All the way over there. Kiss the lucky egg. Peon Grim, you're a fucking legend. You have no idea how many times I quote that shit and people don't get it. It's thank you, you're dead. Yeah, yes, and another one. Cool runnings, cool runnings. We have a good audience today. I mean, we always do anyway, but still. You have experience. I posted that once, a long time ago in a particular Discord. And it was fucking silence. It was silence. For a good hour before someone Googled it. Are you fucking kidding me? I'm going to sneeze. I really don't want to. No sneezes on stream. Bandit making me sneeze. Biggest main differences in weapon damage versus spell damage. Got confused on those. Well, basically, weapon damage is supposed to be promoting kind of physical type stuff. And magic damage is supposed to support magical type stuff. However, with the new update... Give me out, give me out, give me out. With the new update, weapon damage and spell damage on all sets are going to be both. So, you need to get me out, dude. Thank you. So, you're going to be able to get away with just about anything. Especially since weapon, pen, and spell pen are going to be consolidated also on sets. They already are on traits and Munderstones anyway. Uncultured Discord group. It was a questionable one. Great movie, it is indeed. Poor equalizer there, playing from Australia, where all of the internet IP packets are delivered by half-drunken wallabies. Yeah. Equalizer gaming, I'll tell you that. You have the coolest fucking... What's it called? Polymorph. Makes me a bit sad, not gonna lie. Who hasn't seen Cool Runnings? You would be surprised. We had someone in our old trials group a very long time ago. And we were talking about Ace Ventura, believe it or not. And we were quoting that. And the dude in our group was like, what the fuck is that? Like, what do you mean, what the fuck is that? Like, I don't know what that is. Like, how? Like, well, I wasn't born when it was out. I'm like, oh, fuck, you're right. Spike, you gotta stand still, dude. Oh, wait, that's not Spike. Spike, you didn't taunt it! What's going on? What is he doing? Has he crashed? But yeah, it turns out the person I was talking to was, like, I think he was like 17, 18 at the time. Oh, you got invisible boss? Taunt it anyway. Just reload UI, dude. Your game is completely fucked. But anyway, yes. To the point I was trying to make. The dude was like 17, 18 or so at the time when he was in our group. And yeah, it turned out that he wasn't alive when Ace Ventura came out. So our joke was wasted, I think. Is it really that long ago? How sad. Spike, may pay attention. Poke the monster. Indeed. Oh, don't run away with the boss, please. Just dodge roll him a little bit. Wow, you're jumping around too. They're both lagging. Come into the lightning. You'll like it. Yes. Spike, just keep me alive if that's the case. I hope the other guys are hitting this too, because it doesn't feel like it. Whee! Am I the only one left? Oh shit! That's not good. Don't you dare heavy attack me in the face. I'm in trouble. Aw, sad panda. Feel old, try remembering. Try watching Alien when it was in theaters. Okay, I didn't do that. Now you feel old. I will let you know, by the way, I'm 756 CPs. I don't have any resistances whatsoever. Otherwise, I could have lasted a bit longer there. My recovery sucks, too. Spike, you gotta reload UI, dude. Quick. You're holding up the stream. Get up. Where the original Star Wars before your snowflake started calling it A New Hope. What was that, 1977? I was not born then, no. Still loading. You know when I put this up on YouTube, it's going to be Spike is still loading. And the other dude just died and crashed. Fuck me. I knew he was going to crash anyway because he was jumping around the room. He was just juddering everywhere. He was lagging like a fucker. Dude crashed. Can you see the boss now, Spike? You can respond in-game. It's quicker. Mike, you old. Mother was pregnant with me when Star Wars Empire Strikes Back. Okay. Well, I was the one when Return of the Jedi came out. BSG in a movie. Fucking hell. That was epic. You saw that in the movies as well? You can't see the boss. Oh, that's unfortunate. Dude, this is not going to work if you can't see the boss. You may want game screw up or drop. Just, the other guy's reloading anyway, or he has left us. I'm not sure which. Just reset your system. If it doesn't work after that, we'll have to replace you. Yeah, we'll get Bob in. But see how it goes. Just do a reset. Don't reset the game. Reset your whole fucking system. You saw Jedi in the theaters in Germany in junior high. Fucking hell, man. Shit. You are more higher level.
You shouldn't have chased it. You should have turned back.
Okay, the other dude's back. Spike resetting. He can't see boss. Your CP level in real life. Experienced. Don't tell him he's experienced. He'll nod and agree with an eyebrow raised up. That means something completely different.
We thought we were the hunters,
Boing.
but we were wrong.
You can hear Mike now. Yes, yes I am.
All along.
Fuck. Don't encourage him. You prefer the term heavily seasoned. Jocks farts dust. Oh my god. The bag series before the good one, with a Robo Doggo Cylon gang that could not shoot straight. I don't know that. Coffin Dodger. Seasoned like Iron Cast, or Cast Iron even, yeah. Return was the first one I saw in the theatre as well. The first one I saw in any cinema whatsoever should have been The Phantom Menace, but I didn't make it because the train was fucking late. So, or wherever I was then. I saw the first one I saw in the cinema was actually Revenge of the Sith. Dob's got a prescription for that. Yeah, they do. Only means something different if that's the way you think of it. This is Mike we're talking about, and Jocks. You combine those two, that's exactly what they're thinking about. Boing. Cool cat. Do I have the tiny cat? Okay, Spike is back. Hopefully Spike can see the boss now. If he can't, we've got problems.
It's tired of running.
We're good?
Hunter.
Excellent.
It's tired of being chased.
Fist raise. Victory. Old victory. Should have a Zimmer frame raise. Okay, let's do it.
You shall join us in our
We have a taunt.
hunt.
Fantabulous. It's like fantastic, only better. We don't have a lot of resource returning in the group, and neither did my champion points, so I got to heavy a bit more than usual, but it's fine. Land in the mines, you'll like it. Trick for those of you that don't understand mechanics. The more health the boss loses, the more of these will spawn. Yes, you can chain them and pull them in and stuff if you're the tank, but failing that, I mean, the main thing you should really be doing is killing the fuckers. Otherwise, you'll end up with loads of them. The tank won't be able to maintain taunts on all of them, and you'll get peppered by arrow shots in the face. Yes, you can nuke it, but it's risky. I got hiccups really bad today. You dropped him. Oh, he's good. He saw that. Did you see the DPS fucking dodge roll the heavy attack? No cheese. Oh yes, no cheese. Saffron, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Where the fuck is the boss? Oh, there you are. Spread out on this bit, otherwise you die. I put my executing way early. Do not want to stand in that. Oh, I should have dodged it. I wasn't looking. Looking at the boss. Tunnel vision. I said it's risky and I went ahead and done it. Did it. No! Motherfuckers dropped it. I thought you could see the boss fight. No one could share his acolytes in here? No, not at all. When it's on toast, maybe. Not in game. Jesus is indeed life, but in game it's beyond lame. Yes, it is. Hey, I'm so good. Skip stuff. Questionable. See, if people are really good, I like to see them kill the stuff. Where's matey boy gone? We've lost him. That fucker there, the archer, and this one. You got to interrupt them. Oh my god, I got heavy attack. Spike, your taunts are late. I could have dodged it, but I didn't realize it was on me. Using the game is admission that you're terrified of mechanics and uncertain you're good enough to win the encounter legitimately. Correct. We nearly lost the tank, then he got heavy attack to fuck him back. I pay for a game and play half, and half play half. People do. The other dude is crashed again. I don't know what the fuck's going on there. Get out, get out. I gotcha. Why would you are correct? Listen to Bastion. I never listened to Bastion. He's full of shit. I forgot the chest earlier when we lost the tank and all that excitement. It's fine. I don't need anything. I'm not farming for sticker book on this particular server anyway. Off balance as fuck. Nice. Everyone at home as well. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Have to go out of the stream. Need to play a friend on Bloodborne to 100%. Excellent. Have fun. Thank you for watching. Dr. Malashite keeps crashing. He's having a bad day. Boing. Nice. 3 minutes left on XP scroll. Beautiful. Do it, do it. I do not want to get hit by that fucker, please. Please, thank you even. Thank you, please. Please, no. Thank you, yes. Fabulous, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the group of crashers. One person in particular literally cannot hold a connection. Boing. Just on PSEU and was having lots of lag spike features and crashes from others in a group. Yeah, lots of people are crashing. Well, that's a false statement. One person keeps crashing in this group. He's done it like 3 or 4 times now. What are we up against? Tarsi? Fuck, we're dead. This maintenance was us. Yeah, we're not going to go into that. That just ends up making people have excuses to whinge on my stream, which I can't really do anything about. I'm not Zos. You have to send him an email. My vamp? No, I'm a fuck. Shit. I like being vampire in this one, because it's fast. So you see that there? Doesn't matter who picks it up. Does not matter. You don't get extra special points for it. So if it's near someone else, let them get it. Otherwise, you're just going to run over each other and kill each other. Keeps crashing. I hope he has a lot of patience. I'll see myself out. Dear, oh dear. Terrible. Mine. Yes. Once guide random pugs through this dungeon over 3.5 hours. That is patient. Did they get it done? Good man if you did. Or woman. I didn't even check. I've got that wrong before. You did? Excellent. Fan-fucking-tastic. See, it doesn't hurt to fucking show people how to do it. You know what happens when people learn stuff? The player base as a whole becomes more experienced and people can stop complaining about, oh, I'm playing with new people. Those new people might know what the fuck they're doing. Just saying. Hide, hide, hide. So, this is why. See all this shit on the ground that keeps appearing? If I stand still, someone's going to cop that. If I touch Bambi, I'm going to die. Touch the fire, I'm going to die. If I start running over to somebody else to try and pick up this synergy, they might overlap with me and then end up dead. Fuck off, Bambi. Don't hug the edges of the room, because that's where Bambi spawns and they'll knock you out. Don't want to on a regular basis. No, of course not. I mean, you might not want to spend hours and hours in dungeons over and over and over with constantly having to teach people. I mean, that's what I'm here for. That's my job, to teach people. Although, technically, I give you the guide. I don't do the stuff for you. But the fact that you've obviously considered that someone didn't know what they were doing and you took the time to fucking teach them, that says a lot. How the fuck did I die to one hit? Oh, the flare got me too. You can say that's not a one-shot. Thank you for the res. That's the first time you've ever seen me get hit by Bambi on stream, actually. Fuck off, Bambi. You gotta kill these fuckers. Because if you don't, they're gonna pin people. Interrupt that. See that? That interrupt they just did. That really difficult thing that is so hard to do. That breaks content across the board. That's all you have to do. That's a double-edged sword as well in your favor, because the interrupt is your first warning. If you don't interrupt them, you can still break them free with a synergy. Not many mechanics give you 2 warnings. Pin. Interrupt. See? Now everybody's safe. Great. Get down. Do not hug each other. I hate not being vampire on this part. That's mine. Uh-oh, you're dead. You do that 3 times, you're dead. So the first time you get the ice underneath your feet. The second time you get this lightning and ice. Third time you get fire, lightning, and ice. 2 people will have lightning at the same time, so you have to be careful. That's why you give each other lots of room. Don't use any abilities that work for the group. So if it's an individual skill for you, like a self-buff that doesn't have any outside effects, you can get away with it. If it does any effects, positive or negative, you can't use it because it will reveal you. So Boundless Storms, for example, is a self-resistance buff, but it does do lightning damage in area of effect, so that will break you out. So I said really isn't too bad with all the PS and using the controller on the phone, but haven't tried it personally. Oh, the fucking, what the hell's it called? Remote play? Yeah, it's really good. On PS5, you can actually play it through your phone and Bluetooth your old PlayStation 4 remote to it. It works really well. And if you've got a very up-to-date phone, it's really shiny too. It's not bad at all. I mean, sure, you've got to have a good connection to do it, but it's pretty fun. Oh, damn, I should not be standing there. Why did I take a picture? Oh, no! Someone crashed again. Dr. Malashite died and crashed. No, 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 he didn't. What on earth is going on? He's in the corner. Maybe he came back. I wasn't looking. Android phone needs to have software 10 or above. Yeah, I'm not going into the details of it. I'm just saying if you've got a up-to-date one and all the rest of it, if you have a working system, it's really good. What happened there? Got banned from ESO last night for typing in vicinity chat to call for world boss loser after it killed me. Okay, that's not something that I can deal with. I'm not Zos. You have to take it up with them. Also, they do check your account, so just bear in mind they might have found something else they probably shouldn't have done. Failing that, if it is a mistake, I'm sure they'll fix it. Bullshit. Problem is, if you get reported, oh, I'm fucked. If you get reported for anything, that gives them full access to open up everything you've ever done. Even if it was 3 years ago. They might be like, hey, you remember when you said that thing? Yeah, fucking no chance. You're done. Oh, shit. I do try and warn people about that stuff. They'll bite you in the ass eventually. But yeah, again, contact them. If it's a mistake, they'll fix it. If not, you just have to live out your ban. Or last out your ban. ISO is not WoW, and despite what many people will try to tell you, there is no mathematical best. Correct. The differences between races is very, very minimal. 100% accurate, yes. Healpla, race Argonian. You can if you want. It's entirely up to you. Every race has their own individual beneficial passives to whatever it is you may or may not be doing. But essentially, it won't make or break a build. You can optimize towards their perks, but they're very small anyway. So you can use anything with anything. It's powerful mages, Dark Elf, good Dark Elf. No, it's not. Boing! It just has both stats. Although the max magicka and the max stamina, although you have both, is lesser than the highest amount you can get out of one individually. So if you are talking max magic, you actually get more from the Breton and the High Elf. The difference is some of your abilities might be weapon damage and spell damage versus weapon damage or spell damage. Depend on what your endgame purpose is. Yeah, well, most people that say the word endgame don't really know what they're after anyway. They complain at people about fashion being endgame. They're like, no, it's not. Trolls are. Are they though? Yeah, because you get mount. Okay, so you get something to show off. Yeah? Yeah, that's fashion. Sorry. Depends on how you build. Correct. The Vefra is the most powerful mage. That's bait. Mental. Well done. You can't even argue with that one. Most powerful mage, but he didn't go up against Sheogorath. Oh, very good. Also true. I mean, that remains to be seen because we have to have some Sheogorath action soon. They've been fucking hinting it for so long. I want Shivering Isles to be next. We won't get it because we won't. But I want it to happen at some point. He didn't go toe-to-toe with Uncle Shio. Not yet. And win. We need a giant Mega Jeff. Want to play some vet trial group? Most groups ask for certain... See, this is the thing, and this is unfortunately what most people fall for. They look up to these leaders as some sort of god and listen to everything they've got to say and suck up all the bullshit. You can't... Right, I'm going to show you how simple this is. You're going to be mind blown by this. Group. Invite player. That's the power a leader has. And if you look into your account, every single person in the fucking world, on every single character, on every single server can do that. You decide the rules. Unless you want to conform to somebody else's way of playing. Which is completely different. Most groups are player-made and not authority. Correct. The only authority is ZOS. They decide how the game works and the rules and all the rest of it. People making up stuff doesn't make it true. If you want to join an already pre-established group and just kind of slot in when they've already done all the hard work, then you're probably going to have to conform to what they want. Because you're joining them. But if you want to play your own way and you have a group of people that all have their own mentality or the same mentality as you, then of course you can play however the fuck you want. That's them. They're playing how they want anyway. Because by telling you, you have to copy me, that's them making their choice. You can then make yours. You cannot find guild ninjas. Depends on the server, Fabulous, because one of them's off at the moment. Put guild in the chat. I was denied being a Stam guild because my DPS wasn't 90 plus. Yeah, but the thing is, they probably weren't going to invite you in the first place, and that's something that people misunderstand as well. Some people like doing this with puppet strings. They like watching you jump through their goal posts or hoops or whatever until you finally get there, and then they go, nah, changed it again. We need 93k now. They're full. They're full. If it's a trials group and they're doing content already, they're full. There's no room for you. The groups are so small anyway. They're only 12 people. If it's already full, they're bored, they've got nothing to do, and they just want to watch you sweat. Oh shit. It happens. I'm dead. My favorite is the guilds who don't let new players join them because they aren't good enough, but even your guild doesn't let you try, then how do you get there in the first place? Exactly. You get there in the first place by you not listening to people that are refusing to play and just going and playing the game yourself. Simple as that. People are so scared to try. Just go walk into a dungeon or walk into a trial and start hitting stuff. Is there going to be someone at the door saying, no, you're not allowed in, there's not enough deeps? No, doesn't fucking exist. Doesn't exist. The checks for getting stuff completed are extremely fucking low. And the ones that seem to know it all don't actually know shit about what the actual checks are. They just want really high deeps so you can carry them quicker. They also spend a fuck ton of time sitting in Discords doing nothing. Well, I thought when you log onto a game, you wanted to play it. Again, there are there are many different types of people in the world. Sometimes people outside could be nice or an asshole. And in games, you meet people too. So they could be friendly people trying to just play the game and enjoy it. Or they might have a goal, which might be quite high, and they might have their own strict rules and all the rest of it. But it doesn't mean that they speak for the rest of the entire fucking community. So find a group that suits you, or, for the love of fuck, start making your own. There aren't enough people being encouraged enough to make their own because they listen to the wrong voices. The loud ones are supposed to scare you. Most girls and pro groups are usually friendly and accepting. You have not been in many groups, have you? Unfortunately, that's not necessarily the case. There are thousands of great guilds full of people that are nice and helping and accepting. But there are also the loud few that, I'm dead again, that deliberately give people shit. Stop falling for bullshit on the internet. You're all adults. You're old enough to know the difference between someone who's a dickhead and someone who's not. Just because there's a goal at the end that you desperately need doesn't mean you have to like assholes. Sorry I'm late. He's not good enough, Talos. Get out. No, I'm joking. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Very few legitimate DPS checks that exist in the game. Correct. There are some, but they're very, very few. And also a lot lower than you think. We all died. I had the boss on me so many times. I wasn't even looking. Could have dodged it. There are toxic people for sure. The good thing is you have the freedom to leave. Correct. Mental, that is correct. So if you do find yourself in a situation where you're like, do you know what? This isn't for me. For your own good, okay? Fucking leave. Because if you sit there and go, oh, but I won't ever get my skin and my stuff and things if I don't listen to their big nasty... Fuck them. Fuck them. Make your own group, make your own friends, try it in your own time. They don't hold your content to ransom. So if someone is being an elitist asshole, let them be an elitist asshole. That's their right to do that, but it's also your right to fucking step away. Some people are just elitist nutjobs. Yes, they are. Oh, shit. Could you imagine that in real life? Spike, dude, fucking hell, man. Stop spinning the boss. Imagine that in real life. You're in a bar, and someone wants to kick your face in. Okay, first of all, shut your lips. But they're giving you shit all night. And then, oi, I'm going to take you outside in the car park and grab scrap. Are you, really? Yeah. By the way, can I come around and sit on your sofa and play Tekken? You can fuck off. It's just stupid. And it's the same mentality. Someone will give you shit in local chat, be really fucking offensive, and then all of a sudden want to get stuff done. I'm sorry, but if you're not friendly, I'm not going to fucking speak to you. It is entirely up to every individual player to mix with who they choose, whether that be toxic or not. But it's no good you being a nice person and expecting a toxic person to change, because they won't. Read that word already. Complete is complete regardless of score. Yes, it is. The thing is, when you get your completions in your own time, you will see more. You won't necessarily be stuck in a corner while everybody else nukes stuff to shit. Might be fun, but you will see more, you'll learn more. That will actually give you and your group the upper hand, because then you can try new strategies that other people are too scared to try. And then if you do end up wanting to be competitive, you might have an upper hand. Because let's face it, if two football teams play exactly the fucking same, no one's going to fucking win. You need to, if you want to get ahead of a game, you need to apply some form of extra tactic or find a weakness in their strategy in order to expose it. Everyone duplicating exactly the same thing as everybody else, it just means that eventually you might get the same score. You want to beat something? Find something that they're not doing. That brought back memories of Zai, Tekken beer winner stays on. That's actually true, I do that. Especially with the new one as well. 7's actually pretty good. I'm nicer in-game than I am in real life. I'm not commenting on that. I also noticed when I started going to Cragon trials, a lot of people were always the ones that rage quit every time we get into another group and then do it again. Yeah, I mean, we're generalizing a little bit, so I have to be careful what I'm saying. I'm not trying to piss everybody off, but the fact is too many people are scared to try, and too many people think that another person with a keyboard or control pad can hold them and their content and their gameplay to ransom because they said so. And you've got to defeat that mentality and just play the bloody game. If it wasn't online, right? Maybe it was a co-op, side-by-side, 2 control pads, whatever. If it wasn't online and you didn't have the interaction with other people, you didn't have that ability to speak to complete strangers, you would just put the disc in the machine and you would just play it. What happened to that? This game's no different. You can do it. Go play it. The hardest thing for anyone to do is to interact. Even in 2021. People are scared to talk to people, which is understandable, because there's some fucking nut jobs out there. But as soon as you break that ice, and you start doing stuff, you'll realize it's not that fucking scary. And if it is shit, doesn't mean everyone's going to be shit. It just means that you've got a block button for a reason. Yes, they have that feature, and it's great. Although my PlayStation block list is full. So I have to start adding new ones, and not telling the original ones that they've been unblocked. Love mechanics, I hope. The long run, everyone becomes more mechanic heavy over burning bosses. Well, that's the way that the game is heading, because although we do have a lot of damage if you can apply it, the developers in several meetings already have stated clearly that they want to negate there being just the brute force mentality. They want to see different strategies. My best DPS is 50k Magplar. You do realise that you've got higher than the highest check you're ever going to need. It's great to have more, sure, but you don't need any more than that. If people want high deeps to join their groups, it's also their right to play that way. Yeah, they can, but they don't get the right to tell you you have to do that or else. If you don't want to be part of their group and you're in a pug or something like that, and someone goes, oh, well, you've got no deeps, you can't join me. Well, fuck you, I don't want to play with you anyway. And that also pisses people off. If someone's trying to give you shit, they go, oh, you'll never get in my group. What makes you so special? I don't want to join your group. Yeah, you do. No, I don't. I don't want to be your fucking friend. You suck. No, I don't. See? Works both ways. Took me 2 years to get the confidence to play in a group, and I talk to people. Some days I regret it, but meet some great people. Yeah, of course it outweighs the bad. Always. You will just learn from experience, and everyone will. Life has got its own fair share of arseholes. The game itself and the community in general, overall, regardless of it being split up into multiple different communities itself, fucking amazing. I played MMOs for 22 years almost now, and the EverQuest and Elder Scrolls has had some of the best fucking community members I've ever seen. Generally, people are shit hot. Really, really nice people. But you're going to have assholes. Sometimes that happens. Just recognize one when you see one and just decide whether you want to just walk on or completely block them. Which is about 4k higher than... Where's it gone? That was Mike's to Fabulous. Yes! You've got loads, mate. You're fine. Mental, you just tagged yourself. It's a thing you could make or join a group that line with your playstyle and capability. People are going to say whatever they want. Anyway, nothing can be done. Correct. Correct. And at the end of the day, if you decide to play the game at pace and at your own... Not necessarily pace, I've already used that word. If you want to play it your own way and you learn a particular way and it's working for you, especially if you're getting consistent clears, because you will do if you slow the fuck down, then you may end up over time being so experienced in those mechanics that everything lines up anyway and you end up performing stupidly fucking well. It's always that rush to get to the end of the race or the end of the track before you've started. And that is what breaks most groups. Most groups that claim to be hot shit, regardless of whether they are or not, have actually probably gone through about 100 players before they've got that one clear for that one particular trial they're going for over a period of 6 months. VMOL, for example, was like that. That was actually one of the hardest pieces of content to enter as far as DLC was concerned, if you consider completion rates from the beginning, because it took a long time for people to do it. Most prog groups, you know, progression, start and then progress. That's not how it happens. Most of them are already OP as fuck and expect it all to gel. They skip the gelling phase and they just assume the damage is going to be enough, and it's not. They try and try and try to chase dummy humps for weeks and weeks and weeks before they finally get into the trial, and then they die straight away and go, oh, or we'll come back next week. Pace yourself. Stop obsessing over fucking damage numbers. Do that in your own time. Get in the game. Go play it. See how you get on. Practice. You will get better with experience. With no experience, all you're going to have is high damage numbers on a dummy and be dead all the time. Also aren't translatable in real content. They're not. I explain this all the time. Like, wow, I can sit in my Sora circle with warding and never hit the dodge or move and spam my 500 gold potions. Correct. Let's not backstabber. Yeah, indeed. Someone told me that. Someone told you what? Especially since there's no fight in this entire game that requires anything close to 78k. No. Dead DPS, no DPS. Correct. I know people who have a violation of at least 200 times with different groups and still haven't completed a thing. Yeah, I mean, it happens. Oh, volatilation, sorry. I don't use backstabber even against the pass. I use it against bosses that are going to be turned away from me. So there are places in the game that certain things are beneficial, and that's the way the champion points were actually designed. They were made to give you choices. So if I'm up against the Serpent, for example, in Sanctum Ophidia, or the first boss in Hellra, or maybe even the Warrior in Hellra, depending on where I'm standing, 9 times out of 10, I'm behind the boss. So it's really helpful. Other fights, not so much. So dragons, waste of fucking time, unless you want to consider it for the ads, which is fair, but that's a tricky one. When it comes to the 2 middle bosses in Hellra, there's no guarantee you're going to be behind them, so it's a bit useless there. It depends, and that's the whole point of this whole system. You aren't supposed to have 4 slottables forever for every single piece of content all the time and never change anything. You're supposed to rotate stuff. So that's later, once you get really good at the content, then you can start optimizing for certain fights. But to start with, use what you're using, obviously. Was that supposed to be VMOL, but apparently Samsung says not a real word. There was a commentator on one of Zai's YouTube build videos that's so pissed with the dead DPS is no DPS Maxim, sorry, that he challenged me to a 1v1. I remember that. That was fucking funny. I actually helped some friends in another guild with VMOL progression months ago. We cleared it hard mode. It was definitely because of people staying alive versus having a super burn. Yeah, and that confidence will give you... How do I describe it? Okay, so how many of you have... No. How many of you remember your first clear in Maelstrom? And this only applies to people that aren't elitist assholes, because then we can get an honest response. How many people remember how you felt on your first clear? And then the second question is, were you shaking like fuck with adrenaline? Was it Christmas? There you go. So, when you complete something for the first time that you've tried hard to complete, and understand the mechanics, get it done, and then your first completion's done, you got this, right? You're shaking like a fucking leaf. 1, that doesn't tend to happen when you get carried. You're like, oh, that was shit. 2, that feeling right there, after you've got your group together and practice something, is what you are going to feel on that last boss. That is going to kick in like that, and you're going to get execute panic like a fucker the first time. This is why I teach people to learn your mechanics, take your time, and pace it. Because that first time is what will take the most time. Because you will panic. So instead of being in the same toxic fucking environment of constantly hit a dummy for 6 months, go against the boss once, go back to the dummy, go and recycle through players. Stick to your teams. Practice in any way, shape, or form, whether it be lower damage or higher damage, more survival or not. Whatever works for you to keep you going through the content, you will get to that first clear sooner. Trying to nuke something, you'll be there for fucking weeks. Pacing it, you will get there sooner, you will get it done, and then once that's finished, you won't get this no more. You won't get this fucking shake shit no more, because it's out of your system. You need to get it out of your system. Then, even if you play the same way as you did in the last run, I guarantee you'll half your time. And then you'll get better and better and better and better, because your confidence is now there, because you know you can do it. You didn't fluke it after weeks and weeks of just randomly going in and burning it. You did it legit and paced, and you got that shit out of your system right away. That's the hardest part to teach people. If you can fully appreciate how that feels and you have experienced it, then other content won't be any problem for you. You will still have your first clear fucking adrenaline, but you'll gain the confidence per clear to be better next time. Same for dungeons, same for fucking arenas, anything like that. You're always scared of your first one. And people try to skip that. They try to quickly slot into this group over here, hide at the back while they do all the deeps, get the clear and fuck off again. If you want to do that, I mean, there's no harm in it. That's up to you. You might not have enough time to play. But you won't get the same feeling. And you also won't learn as much, so you will be stuck in the mindset of there is a best. There isn't one. Depends on your group. Took me ages before this quick save. Oh, man. The quick save in Maelstrom was a lifesaver. It was fucking insane. I remember when Rockgrove felt impossible, and now it's just fun to do. Exactly. Everything is like that. You have to be very careful with your messages, because if they're too long, I am going to miss them. I try to answer every single one. At the minute, I'm behind, so keep them fairly short. I went to build and I had to look up poison level. Was mystified. What the fuck is killing me? Oh, you want me to bathe in poisonous mist too, huh? Zost, I'll read it, but try and keep them much, much shorter, because otherwise they go too fast. Large Shrub, how you doing? I agree with that. It's better to get a group together and progress together. However, I've been playing with a little over a month now, and it feels very hard to find like-minded people who are willing to progress together. Usually people are not up to it. They either don't want to try and get carried, or they're just not willing to work. Most people are already far too again, and I wish a group together would be learned together and much feel amazing. Well, the thing is, you can do that. You just maybe found the wrong people. Or make your own guild and start advertising. You can do that. Just ignore the dickheads that are going to go, oh, endgame. Yes, correct. Make your own. Or join ninjas. There's lots of people in there. The thing is, you could also go to Craglorn, Gratwood, whatever. I'm not going to tell you how to make friends on the internet. But if you go to Craglorn or Gratwood or somewhere popular at busy times and just say, I'm hosting insert trial here, you will get people to join. It might be a shit fest. You might get it done. You might get stuck in the middle. But you get to meet people. You get to play the content you want to. And it's inevitable that eventually you're going to get it fucking done. Just chilling, grinding my tunes. Noise. Be my friend. No friend for you. Where the fuck did I catch up to? Did I get everyone's messages? I missed a couple there. Never touched Maelstrom until last year because a couple people made it sound like the hardest shit. It's the hardest solo content unless you count Vatashran, but that's depends on the person. First VMA took 6 weeks. Second clear took an hour and a half. Correct. And your trials will be the same. It might take you 9 hours to get through your first one in a clean run from start to finish after loads of practice, but then your next one will be half that. Flying out, Phil. Thank you very much. Saying hey baby is a good opening to win a friend. Does it work for you? Does it work, Rav? Vatashran is fun at least. Maelstrom, where the fuck did it go? Just an RNG fest sometimes. It's flavor, isn't it? Everyone's got their own taste. I personally prefer Vatashran, not because it's newer, just because it feels like a solo dungeon rather than constant waves of rounds. I mean, that was the point in Maelstrom Arena. That is supposed to be waves. And it has its own special place, obviously, and it is good, but I prefer the other layout instead. I like both VMA and VVH, but I do preference VVH. Yeah, same. It offers more choice. Of course, you're limited to the choices, but you have some. Maelstrom is just go forwards. Should go after all my normal Maelstrom clear. I haven't even tried Vet yet. See, that is what you're aiming for. You won't get that in a nuke fest. All you'll get is disappointment on repeat while you hope to be kept in the group by the almighty leader, and then eventually you might get your skin so you can sit there in Gratwood on your mount just waiting for people to approve. That's not the same as getting a nice, clean, or somewhat paced clear, building up your confidence, and then going hell for leather because you're fucking good at it. There's a difference between just getting it done, stupidly fast by luck, and being good at it. Kofax, you're a fucking legend. Oh my god. That's a lot of bits, man. You know the rules, people. To fight start again from scratch. If you kill the Dragonborn, you'll take their place to stream. I have to kill you instead. Kofax, 5,000 bits, man. Thank you very much. We have a new Dragonborn. How do you feel, Kofax? Do you enjoy the throne? It's warm now. It's stuck in the ice arena. If you're stuck in VMA, put VMA in the chat. There is a guide for it. I think Mike just posted it, actually. You're welcome. I'm not getting a lot done at the moment because we're just talking, but I wanted to continue on Maelstrom grind until the event a while back. We can do Maelstrom. Nem, thank you very much. What a legend. Beer and cake in the chat. 6 months in advance? You must like it already. Thank you very much. Most likely won't be there for very long. Well, you got hit for 500k, so you got another 2.5 million left, so you'll be fine. Hides in shame and sits in the Gratwood on my mount with my VVH skin waiting for a dungeon. There's a difference if you wait for a dungeon. You know the ones I'm talking about. I built a lazy tank to learning to tank, and I'm loving it. Can you recommend swap outs for solo content? Not really, because it's not designed to do damage. Excuse me. That is more up to you. When it comes to personal builds, you're better off with a one-to-one to that one, because I can go much more into detail. On live stream, it's quick fire. If I had to do that for everyone, I wouldn't be able to scale it. Cheers, mate. Awesome. I need to get a drink, because my voice is fucking dead. Hold on, 1 second. Okay, I forgot to say thanks. Spike, thank you for joining, by the way. Much appreciated. With the new armory system, you can set up so that your lazy tank is also an off-balance template. That's very true. With a click of a button. That's due in a few weeks. Do appreciate the people who have VVH and VMA titles more than Vet Trials, though, because you're right. I know where you're going with this before I've even read it. Because in Trials, if you're bad, you might have gotten carried just to show off. This is true. I mean, the word carry is sometimes used a little bit too much. You may have pulled your weight and just died a few times. You may have been dead in the corner the whole fucking time, or you may have pulled your weight a lot, but other people just did a bit more. However, yes, those ones are 100% solo. When someone shows off about how good they think they are with a dungeon or arena or a trial, whatever, first of all, I mean, if you're really good at something, someone will tell you. You don't need to ask for approval. Secondly, most people that do that generally forget about the other people in the group. If it's an arena or a dungeon or a trial, they forget about the 3 other people or the 11 other people and don't give them credit as well. So if you are really happy about your achievement, just remember who got you there. It wasn't just you. In solo trials, it's all you. Correct. In solo, Maelstrom or Vatran, 100% you. No one else helped you. Some are very accepting. Like a couple of weeks ago, they were a group of Godstairs on their mounts showing off. I mean, if you want to stand there in a line with your Godstair stuff, do it. That's cool as fuck. But if you've got nothing to do and you sit there at 3 o'clock in the morning, like this, just waiting, and I see them all the time, go to bed. Go to bed. No one's going to come up and go, cool. Unless you paid one of those guilds to log into your account. Well, if you do that, then you're likely to get banned because you're not allowed to share accounts. That's against terms of service. What system are you playing on today? Today is PlayStation NA. And while I'm at that point, because we have to kill something, whispers in game. I need a tank, a DPS, and a healer. Or a tank, a DPS, and a DPS, but the DPS needs to bring their own heals. Whichever. Please, for the love of fuck, if we've got no healer, don't get fucking Depths of Malatar. I think Bob was going to tank for us. If he's still about, we'll take him, because he did get the Whisper in earlier. Butter, if you want to, you have to get a DPS, but you got to get the Whispers in. First Whispers, the ones I'm taking. Not in the stream chat, because it's no good. Cast, welcome. Not going to lie, the Dragons... Sorry, Dagons... I can't even pronounce it, Shrub. Can't even pronounce it. Viscerant skin was, for sure, a carry between me and my buddy. Other kids were dead every fight. I mean, that happens. Shit, we found all the healers. Bobby, you want a tank? So, the first heal that asked was this one here. So, we've got a healer. Matthias, you were quick, but not quick enough, but thank you anyway. Bob, are you a tank? If you are a tank, you're joining. Donor, obviously DPS, that's easy. Going to take me forever to log in. Instead of arenas, it was Xynode that helped me through. With my guides, I fucking hope so. Invite to the group. Just remember that even though the guides are there to help you, you've done it yourself. So you do still get the credit for that. Not me. I just offer the advice and demonstrations. Tank that child being dead all by myself. Don't take that from me. Oh my god, excuse me. Right. I hope everyone's got DLCs because I'm ticking the DLC roulettes. All the time people are like, why didn't you be on the NA server? I do. You just don't see me on there. We do not want the same ones we've already had. What did we just fucking have? Oh, March of Sacrifices, wasn't it? Get rid of that. March of Sacrifices. Where have you gone? There. Don't know why, but I laugh every time I ask people to fill the roles. I hear I need an old priest and a young priest. Dear, dear. be fair, I don't need to join the stream. I have a takeover to burn. You've got a few, actually. Is ESO free? Is free ESO Plus? Why hope that everyone has DLCs? Well, that's true. Because some people don't activate it from the Crown Store. And you have to click on it. Well, I got Tower. We had that yesterday. Or day before. Oh, man. This will be quick. Hopefully. I got on to EU server. Someone called me a yank and told me to go back to NA. You know what we spoke about earlier? That block button? There you go. You met one. You met a wild moron. Congratulations. Block 'em. Remember, that's always something you can do. Don't waste your time arguing with someone you're not going to get on with. If they need to be blocked, block them. Because you'll find another one, and another one, and another one, and another one. That's just very similar advice a taxi driver gave me ages ago. I couldn't understand how come when some of the people on the fucking road are extremely fucking crazy and obnoxious and stupid and dangerous and all the rest of it. I think, how the fuck do you not get mad? Because I have short fuse generally. So how the fuck do you not get mad? Do you know what their answer was? What's the point? Because if I get mad at them, tomorrow someone's going to do it again. It's true. Apply the same logic when it comes to meeting assholes. Block them. Move on. Don't argue. It's a waste of time. My block game is strong. I wish we could mute button on the wheel in-game so I don't have to listen to other people's music all the time. That shouldn't be active when you log in anymore. It hasn't been for me for some time, but it depends on the system you're on. On PS5, it definitely doesn't. Or under the bridge. There's not even any water to put under it. I got good news yesterday. I'm an affiliate. Excellent! Congratulations! Where's the fuck is my button? Just be careful that it's not self-promotion, because there's a rule for that. But well done indeed. Bit and cake in the chat. Keep going, man. You're gonna smash it. Read that one already. Start yelling zone chat, America, fuck yeah. Man, I'm not even hitting the enemies. What am I doing? Thanks, sir. Friend, you are a legend. You are most welcome. Oh, WGT in the chat, by the way, if you want the guide. White Gold Tower. Some people do still struggle with this, especially if they're new, and especially if they're not new but just never played dungeons before. Yes, that is a thing. You will be surprised how many thousands of players, even though high champion points, may have never been in a dungeon before. It's not to everybody's taste. But they might want to join them eventually, and when they do, it helps if people understand either what to do or how to help them. Nature's Bounty is beast in Battlegrounds? Oh yeah, it's fucking nuts, mate. If people decide to try and stack up on you, they're fucked. You should see it in Cyrodiil. Especially on a flag. The missus and her mum actually used to use Cleave and Nature's Bounty both combined in Cyrodiil. And when you end up on the flag with Nature's Bounty and Cleave combined with a negate bubble on the ground with permafrost, oh, everything's fucking dead. It's over. There's you, 697. Yep. There's loads of people that don't do them. Some are too scared to try. Some just aren't interested. But eventually, once they do go in there, they might want to know what to do. The guides are there for that. And if not, maybe you're a player that has already experienced, but you want to brush up on a few things you weren't sure of so that you can help other people. Then they're also there for that too. Oh shit. Thanks everyone, not trying to poach, just sharing the good news. All good. If the mods thought you were, they would have nuked you for it anyway. I already said about the other. It's fine. If I tell you what an awesome sumbitch I am, does that violate the self-promotion rules? No, you get timed out for trying to be intentionally edgy instead. Respect the rules, don't mock them. I still remember my first ever dungeon, Spindle Clutch 1. Dude, I remember the first time I saw that. I'll get to that in a minute. It was the coolest thing I ever did in my life of gaming, and I fell in love with ESO. Right, so my first time in Spindle Clutch, we were very low level. There was only 3 of us. We didn't really know anyone at the time. And we decided to just go with what we had. So the DPS had to wear some heavy armor just to be a bit more survivable, if you know what I mean. They needed a bit more survival even. We all used blood funnels so we could take each other's synergies to get the big heal, because we didn't really have an active healer. And we kind of smashed things up together to get stuff done. And the first time we saw it, the last boss felt borderline terrifying, because we were tiptoeing through the dungeon with monkey pig cutlets as food. And each boss we approached really carefully because we didn't know what to expect. This is when vet ranks were a thing as well. Or just before, or just after. Long time anyway. And the last boss, all we saw was a fucking shadow. So if you haven't been in Spindle Clutch before, or even if you have, just put yourself back in those shoes. And sneak around the corner and see that fucking great shadow with the spider. I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, exactly, same here. My face literally opened up wide. I was like, what the shit is that? You have HDR off. Basically, what you are seeing here is the PlayStation streamed through my PC. So while I can see everything in full shiny, for you, it will be slightly scaled down because Twitch sometimes doesn't like it. I've had people complain before about their systems not being able to handle the higher resolutions. So instead of arguing about the toss with the chat all night, I just bring it down a bit. Watching your videos so I can finally try Maelstrom this weekend. Do it! VMA in the chat if you want the guide. It's going to take practice because 90% of Maelstrom is practice. But you'll get it. I remember the first time I walked into Crindle Sponge. One was a low level exploring Glumber, and I had no idea it was those spiders in the first room. Had to be my bro. It's crazy, dude. The first time I saw that stuff. Proper shit your pants mode. Walked into Banished Shells trying to complete the Undaunted quest, get my butt owned over and over. Hallway. I said, fuck this fucking bullshit. Dude, you used to get groups by standing outside there. That was the way to get a dungeon group. Stand outside the dungeon and wait for people to show. Because they used to run there. You didn't used to be able to teleport to them. And the way to get out, you used to run out the door. You would use nearby way shrines, but you couldn't go straight to it. Had no idea at that point in the group in the dungeon. I had like 8 levels or something. Yeah, because there was the cap. 5 levels above or 5 levels below the leader or other people, you would get XP. Anything more than that, you wouldn't. Didn't have a clue what I was doing in the game, so I was DPS and a mismatch heavy armor with 2-hander doing like 0.234 DPS. Yeah, because it wasn't trendy then. We didn't have damage numbers in the game. So it didn't fucking matter as long as stuff died. Then people got too snippy about stuff, and now everything's a fucking dick swing competition. Just play the fucking game. You'll get better over time. That's how I first completed Fungal 1. Meet the group outside the door. Yep. Oh, I should probably put my Destro on. My bad. Oh, Bob's got Crimson. Nice. I'm on the wrong bar. I keep forgetting I've got a bit of latency on this server, so sometimes I get stuck on the bar. Only Delve in the game somehow accidentally got reclassed as a dungeon. Dear oh dear. That and City of Ash 1. So when did the Dungeon Finder system come out? Dungeon Finder system was an early thing as well, except it didn't work very well, so they kind of just turned it off, even though it still remained in the game. When they made it somewhat functional, that was 4 years ago, but it's had issues all the way through. Still has some issues now, but I mean, for the most part, it works. You see me use Dungeon Finder all the time. Anything that breaks, we normally get around it. So it's usually like, you didn't travel, or someone has locked you out of the room, so you have to wait until their character's been kicked from the server before you go in. Small stuff. There are other issues with some things to do with companions, where it's made 5 people in the group instead of 4, but that's another complication we won't go into. Things get fixed over time. First character was Chunky Health Mag DK with a resto back bar. Had 0 clue what the fuck I was doing. You don't know how right you are though, because for a DK, I mean, that's how you get stronger igneous shields. So although you may not have known what you were doing, you were speccing into the right stuff. That's mine. There's another one. Come here. Oh, fucking banking. First started, I didn't realise food was something you could easily get. Oh man, we used to have what we called... Wait a minute. Could easily get, so I saved mine for when I really needed it, therefore was walking around with 10k health. Yes, exactly. So we used to call it dungeon food. So we had no idea how many fucking recipes there were, and they were rare for you to find these recipes. So as soon as you or your mate found a blue one, you're like, oh, blue food, blue stuff. Ooh, we had level 15 monkey pig cutlets. And what we'd do is we would steal on a Nightblade character, launder it in the Thieves Guild, and then put the materials obviously in your crafting bag, or well, at that point it would be in your bank. And then we would make it on another character. So one of us would be a crafter for food, one would be a crafter for potions, and we'd all put our stuff together and then bring them to the dungeon. There was always 3 of us to start with, and if you had that, you felt epic. It was your dungeon special food. I think it only lasts, I think it was level 15 food. See, on PC made things so much simpler. That's not base game though. We're talking about stuff in the game. 66% of the servers can't use add-ons, and they're not made by ZOS anyway. So while they may be useful for people, I mean, we're talking like raw stuff. I watched some videos of people testing out monster sets in the next patch. Oh, you mean skinnies? And a lot of them are saying Jeff is getting a huge DPS boost. That'll be fun. Everything's getting a DPS boost because it's getting crits. So all of it will. And the reason Xan isn't is because Xan is already way too fucking strong as it is. Already stacks with loads of other different buffs and bonuses. And effectively, depending on how your build is, because I can't go too much into PTS stuff because that's what Patreon is for, it levels out. Single target wise is very, very close. But what you have to consider is a lot of monster sets have other bonuses as well. Some have AoE, some have different damage types, so different statuses and shit. Some stun, some are range, some are close. Some have different One Piece bonuses. There's lots of different variations of monster sets. They're all very fucking close. My first team was a Templar, as my friend had rolled a Sorcerer, and I didn't want to need her loot pro. Looks like Stormfist hitting really hard. Everything's hitting hard. Problem is the Stamby D is that it crits harder to come by. No, because all... I don't think people have got the right information. All stats for sets... I'm going to repeat this again because I've already done this on a video as well. All stats for crit, for spell crit or weapon crit, is now both. All penetration for spell pen or physical is both. And all weapon damage or spell damage is both on all sets. So if you thought you couldn't find crit before, what you know now is a magic set can go on a stamina and vice versa, or stack the fucking two. So, for example, if you wanted a fuck ton of pen in PvP, you would go for Spinners or Spriggan. Not Spriggan. Yes, that one. And now you don't have to. You can go for both. Yeah, of course, you're going to be missing some other flat, but you can now mix everything. Have you tried Elegant? I try Elegant all the time just to shut people up. People who were saying... Do you know that's for all damage skills, Mike? Magic and stamina, and health as well, actually, I think. And people were saying going to try VMA for the first time, pay attention to those combinatorial guards. See on stream, they're going to be your best friend. You mean Jeff? Jeff in the chat if you've got the emote. Jeff in Maelstrom will fuck you up. Go around him in a circle, keep hitting him till he's dead. Keep your heals up, don't drop resist if you've got any. Oh my god. Even now, even in 2021, Jeff hits like fuck. You gotta watch him. Yeah, of course, if you're very experienced, you might be able to nuke him really, really quick. But if you accidentally cock up, he's going to kill you. That's Juffy, Mike. Close. So being able to crit would make it as broken as when it first released it. Yeah, they would. I have done an abundance of testing so far. Obviously, I do this full-time, and I wouldn't possibly be able to go through all the different details that have happened outside of stream on stream. Because each 12 to 18 hour day, you only see 2 or 3 of them. But let's just say the way that they are trying to make things balance out is pretty fucking nice. You are not really limited at all. I mean, we already know there's an absolute fuck ton of millions and millions of possibilities in the game, but how they weigh up now versus what you may already be using, some people can actually now just throw shit together and make it work. It's nuts. Different effects and statuses and shit, but across the board, very refreshing indeed. Been waiting for this for a very long time. Years, in fact. If you followed any podcasts I've been on, you'll know that.
The time has come.
Underestimating Jeff in VMA equals dead. Yes, it does. One thing I only recently learned about crematorial guards, their dot stays on you until they die, so even if you... That's what I put in my video. In the Maelstrom video, I tell people to kill Jeff because you take it up there with you. If he's not dead, you keep it. Hybrids are going to be awesome next pack. They already are awesome if you have took the time to figure them out. Because hybrids, as a rule, have always been a thing. It's just it takes a little bit more figuring out to make them somewhat effective for whatever you want them to be. But it's going to be a fuck ton easier to do that. What Zos has basically done is instead of hybrids being a full option in the game, but you have to be really, really, really on it and think a lot, they've made it so you don't really have to think fucking tall. Just pick some sets you like and go slap shit. Mantis Mania is going to be crazy. No, it's not. It's crazy on a dummy. When you're in content, you're going to have a fuck ton more resources most of the time, especially if you're in an optimized situation, which means it's going to be almost impossible for you to actually maintain that 5-piece bonus, meaning you'll more often than not have none of it. It's fun to hit dummy numbers, Snoopy, but understand how they work in mechanics. Good if you can use it, but if you can't, waste of fucking time. Just like the kill, just like fucking Thracian, just like loads of other stuff. Although, if you are very experienced, Thracians in Maelstrom, as long as you don't die, is bonkers. It's risky though, risky as fuck. Now at least you can juggle between mythics and monster sets. Again, you could anyway, but if you didn't have the brain for it all the time, then it would feel like a fuck ton more effort than you wanted to put in. Now, not so much. Yeah, of course, you can still go very, very far into details and make things really, really awesome. But if you just want to slap 2 sets together or whatever, or multiple, or some, whatever, then while before you could, now you can, and it's really, really good. On Stam, you can keep your mag low all the time. No, you can't. Depends on the build, Snoopy. You're being that naive person again. It's not the same for everyone. To keep your magicka low, you need to make sure you're using lots of magicka skills. And if you're taking the spear, that gives you both resources back, while getting other stuff from like the Masters, Resto and all that kind of stuff, you might have too much recovery. For example, on my Stam DK, I've actually used 3 magicka abilities at once, with only, what, 9 to 10k magicka? And I couldn't run out. I physically couldn't run out. You have a couple of Holofangs popping in your group? Not a fucking chance. It's crazy. So you have to backwards optimize in order to, well, basically nerf your recovery in your whole group for everyone to be somewhat effective with that in content. It's really tricky. If you can do it, great, but most won't be able to. You have any Undaunted passives, you pick up a synergy, yep, 4% back for everything that you take. You take synergies all the time, which I do, you're fucked. Symphony and all that, yeah, exactly. Another prime example of recovery that you can get. It's really, really easy on the dummy to rig that because you have a limited amount of recovery from it, and you can manipulate by calculating how much it has. On a proper fight, every group is different. Oh shit. And if you are in a group that is deliberately struggling, or not even deliberately, maybe they are just struggling with resources, you're going to find that your magicka is going to be so low most of the time that you can't actually pump out your DPS because you're going to run out, so you have to heavy more. Now on some builds, although the Easy Sorc not so much, if you heavy all the time, you might be suffering from your other damage. Easy Sorc will actually benefit from that, but no, it's not using Bounty anyway. You have to weigh up the pros and cons of the actual situation versus what something looks like on a target dummy. Some of those are literally just built to kill that and nothing else. You can actually set up combos and shit to calculate exactly how to apply a rotation, a really, really long, complicated one, just for the buffs and bonuses and the amount of health that the target has. People have been doing that for years. It's very easy to do. Takes a little bit of work, time-wise, to figure out, but it's very easy to apply that on repeat and almost definitely get the same results each time. Give or take crits. In content, anything can happen. Like now, I'm dead to a fucking Atro. Soundquit literally never run out of magicka, whether in solo or group. Correct. And also, if you're using Soul Trap, which is magicka cost, and something dies, you just got 20% the bar back. How come you hardly see Argonians anymore? I see fucking thousands of Argonians. I always laugh at dummy hunt biz. If you don't know what the mechanics are, you're dead or running around all the time. How can you do any damage? Yeah, you need to practice in mechanics. This is what I keep trying to tell people all the time. If you don't just go into the fucking content, you won't learn anything. That was a mess. What the fuck happened? Dear oh dear. Cleric is Argonian, correct. His keeper's an Argonian. In fact, off balance, my Templar, that started off as an Argonian. Still works really well as an Argonian as well. Because obviously, I mean, you've got flat stats across the board, and you've got stupid potion passives, which are insane. I should probably look at what I'm doing. Atro! You gotta kill that fucker. If you don't kill it, he'll stun you, you can't break free, and you'll die. Someone say Argonian. No, they didn't. Sorry, you're not allowed to like Argonian. Only DJ's allowed to like Argonian. The whole entire community for Elder Scrolls Online is not allowed to be a lizard, unless DJ says so. No shock that she likes lizards. See a lot of Argonian tanks. See a lot of Argonian everything. Cats and lizards, people love them. If it ever touch a target dummy as a DPS, I have cleared vet rock probe and every other vet trial multiple times, so ignore the begging you to do 90 to 100k DPS. It's just entertainment for them, isn't it? What fucking hell do you get out of it? I heard someone before saying, well, if you get 90k, it shows you know your rotation. No, if you do your rotation, it shows you know your rotation. 90k is fucking subjective point of view anyway from where you're standing as a player, because you might not have the buffs and bonuses to give you the fucking 90k. So if other people aren't pulling their weight and bringing what you need, then you can't hit it. It's fucking subjective relative, same fucking thing. You know what I mean? From where you're standing, if you don't have what you require, those numbers will be lower. Don't bother. I say this a lot, there's nothing wrong with practicing in your own time. But spending all of your gameplay time trying to please someone else's made-up goalposts is not going to get your content done. In fact, it will make you pissed off while they already have a pre-established group, while you try to catch up, and then every time you do, they move them again. You're going to use it for shards. Might as well pass on a non-trial dummy to see your personal row numbers. See, this is the thing, right? The big target dummy, I'm not going to say it's not helpful, because it does help me make my own content, because I can test things much faster if I need to. But the flat one, the 50 million one, with no buffs and bonuses, if you want to test what your group is going to be able to do functionality wise, within reason, because some things don't apply to it, some synergies won't go off, then try that. Okay, take your group to that big fucking Dwemer one, hit that, apply your buffs and bonuses and all the rest of it. Some will be inaccurate because some Healy bonuses that pop synergies for Alkosh procs and all that kind of stuff won't fire, but you'll have a reasonable gauge. And the big target then we have, the 21 mil, I think honestly that should be 100 mil, and I think it should have all buffs and bonuses. So we're talking Morag Tong, talking Enkratis, all the fuck tons of different buffs and bonuses that there are in the game that are not on that rigged, very one situation based target dummy. They should all be there so you can gauge what the fuck all the different things could do, potentially kind of top end. But I still think it should be 100 mil, because if it's going to be a trial dummy, then why the fuck are we all soloing it? Doesn't work out, does it? You could be pushing one side of the DPS from one part of the group because they've got very good upfront burst, and someone else could be pushing really high execute, and the two combined show very different results to you just whacking the fucking thing for 3 minutes. It is what it is. They've made it that way on purpose, but I do think they should re-approach a future dummy and maybe make it have more health and more buffs. Gravity Zero, thank you very much. Bear and Cake in the chat. The reason for that is, of course, as well, because there's been so many ways to cheese them. People have made so many fucking obscure adaptations to their group from outside of the single player's perspective, so you can't see them, and you can't always see other players' buffs on the dummy unless you have certain bonuses showing in your options. And people have applied all manner of different things externally that you can't see to try and rig it. Not saying that 100 million with all the buffs won't be rigged, but I mean, it's missing a lot of stuff that people use on a regular basis. For example, does your group use Gallonway? Or does it use the Empower buff from the Necromancer? If so, that would be a nice bonus for you to have on the dummy to replicate what you would normally see in your group. I think an option to turn things on or off Might be a little too complicated, but it would be good. Or just put them fucking all on there. There's so many. Like the real Godzilla slapped someone in PvP and said, I can pass 100k on a dummy. Oh, you don't understand. Fair enough. But the thing is, what does 100k do? Because I can guarantee you now, 99% of the time, when someone shows you 100, 110, 120, I guarantee they're using something different in the fucking fight. If it's for the sake of having fun with your mates and trying to beat each other's scores, not a problem. Nothing wrong with that at all. But if you are using whatever you're using on the dummy and you don't actually use it in content, I'm afraid you're lying. Xynode, it's been 5 months already. I'm enjoying your content equally as much as not more. Much love to you. Thanks for the quality content. You are most welcome and thank you very much. It's very nice of you. But look, PS servers, if we had a DPS meter, elitists would come so close to their dummy numbers. Even the logs can be manipulated. Whole past food crap. Yeah, I mean, if you want to use that food in content, great. But you're going to have loads of recovery, which means Bante's fucked anyway. And also, you're going to die because you're going to have 21k health. What, if you're not an Orc or an Argonian or a Khajiit? Okay, Northern Imperial as well, but you know what I mean. And that's not including Eben, which apparently no one uses. There's nothing wrong with paying attention to what's going on. There's nothing wrong with educating yourself. But just bear in mind, some things are fluff. Go play stuff. Can I get good at PvE, DPS max build at 900? Of course you can. You can be good at the game at any level if you understand it and can apply yourself. Stark Rome! Thank you very much. Beer and Cake in the chat, 40 months. Bob, thank you for joining. We need a tank, by the way, on PlayStation NA. Thank you for the group, but I have to go. Bob, you're a legend. I use my sorting content. Stop being mean to me. No, you don't. Shockingly difficult to use your mouse when it's rotated by 90 degrees because you put your lunch down on the mouse pad. My bad. Dear oh dear. Passed on okay, but didn't understand why he died so fast and couldn't kill someone in PvP. Okay, that makes more sense. It's because you're squishy and you got hit by someone who isn't squishy. You got a DK healer with Eben on. Are you bringing it or what? Oh, you are. Didn't even see. Don't see the problem issue where people are trying to build a rotational dummy. Nobody said there was a problem with that. You can practice your rotation so you don't have to remember it in Dungeons & Trials. Protavius, what you've done is you've come into the stream halfway through a conversation and assumed that that's not what I'm saying. I did say that already. I said that's fine, but there's no shortcut for practice. Just because you can hit 90 to 100k on a dummy doesn't mean you can apply yourself in content. Don't skip the content. Practice in your own time by all means, but it really counts when you can play the mechanics. If you can do both together, then fucking great. But there's a lot of noise about stuff that happens on inside the house rather than what happens outside. We got a tank! Excellent. You're basically repeating what I've already said, Protavius, except you come in too late. We've been on this for about an hour. 40 months sub, I might not be alive in 40 months from old age. Just you would, that'd be silly. We good? We're going. I've got time for one more dungeon. Specific, we'll pick, not that one, all these. Not much of Sacrifices because we did it. And all these as well. Done. If I'm in a Medusa setup, I actually do use the parts food because I don't need the extra health and I learned how to not be dead with 20k plus. You know, like the old days? Yeah, pretty much. Come on, Malatar, fuck off, Vengeance. Ooh, good one. Unhallowed Grave is good. I mean, they're all good, but I get really bad RNG. In a recent episode, it came from stupid people. An idiot on Reddit was going, Zog's spelling error was a flat upgrade over Medusa because they literally did not believe the set could fall off. The set can fall off. It's got a 10-second timer. For CP 2.0, toxicity ran around with 15k health. Yep, 15.9k health is what I had. Obviously, what you have to consider now is your resistances, because before your red champion points would be your resistances, your blue ones would be your damage. Now, resistance and damage are in the same ones. So if you go flat out damage, it's like you never had red champion points in the first place. Just bear that in mind. You might need to choose. Fucking legend, thank you very much. 5 seconds, it can fall off faster. Is it 5? Maybe it was. I've got that on Yogi. Love it was hoping for cost because you were mean. Griffin's 10. 5 the set is brutal. I use it on Yogi. I never had any issues with it. Let's see. Maybe they did change it. How the fuck do you spell it? I never spell it right. Nope, that's wrong. Spell it, Mike. You spelled it incorrectly? Yeah, me too. I've got cap lock on. That's Zov, isn't it? Not Zog. The bot's not working. Rip. Missed some of the messages then. Of course, it's all about mechanics. Hey, where did I heard that before? You practice rotation, mechanics, then you're golden. Basically, yes. You need to all-round stuff. It's no good... Where's the tank? It's no good just humping a dummy all day, every day, because you're not learning anything for your character. You're getting muscle memory, but if you're doing it every single fucking day, your muscle memory's already there. Already there. So I think I did spell it right. See, I thought I did. Bear with me. You only need to spell half the word. There you go. I put the whole fucking word in for the bot on Twitch. It's 10 stacks. There you go. Not 10 seconds. Griffin's 10 seconds. Yes, I think it was. The only difference between those two sets, though, is one of them has pen and the other one has weapon and spell damage. So if you're already crapping out, if you're already capping out your pen, Zovkin's no good for you anyway. Or Zogvin. I always say his name wrong. But again, on the Yogi build, put Yogi in the chat, please. That's had both sets on the build at any one point in time. First of all in Somerset, and then later on in other stuff. Both are still fine. There's nothing over there. Thank you for the link. I know why that never ran out on fucking Yogi. I have it on the body. Excuse me. So I don't have any issues with it. Reliquin and Zog are both on the body. It doesn't have a monster set. It has two different bows. It hits like a fucking steam train. Cleric Link. Nice. Enjoy. Old school healer. That'll do it. Still cool set. But it's got a skill floor. It has a skill floor unless you fully slot it. In which case, piece of piss. And that build does have it set that way. Shit, I missed the mine. So dumb. So I'm making a cleric when the armory comes out. I'm literally gonna have a whole stream when armory lands on PlayStation of me just fixing up all my characters. You're gonna be bored shit. You're gonna see my main character with about 6 fucking builds on it. Pretty sure my Yogi has the original setup. It still works. Never changed it. The original one was Griffin on the front bar, but that's a long duration buff, so that's fine. I think that was with Stormfist, which is even better with the next update anyway, because it's fucking critable. So much an FS Rock trifecta. People were hitting 100k plus. There's 1% though. Love your content, but Devil's Advocate, etc. See, it depends on the fight and the situation and the buffs and the bonuses, and sometimes you have buffs and debuffs that the fight applies as well. Also, what you have to consider is most of that stuff is all of the damage. So not just single target, but adds included, and it adds them all up. I still run Briar because it fits my playstyle. But yeah, I mean, you can do it, but it's not 100% of the time, and it is very situational. Oh, shit. Nice to have. You don't need it, though. Oh, fuck. Maybe just make the ad pulls quicker. For example, Cleave on PTS recently. Hit 169k DPS. But it considered ads. On one of my videos, I think it hit 4 million. But it's because it calculates all the enemies in the fight, not just a single target. My fucking charges ran out. Bollocks. So one might be about 60, 70, and then the rest is split. Or you might have had a burst period where you just fucking went ham and everything lined up. Oh, fuck. I'm going to my Simplar for most content because it works. It does. Everyone's dead, including the tank. This is not good. Oh, fuck. I'm not on my main. I don't have resistances. Ah, bollocks. I can soda that as well. Yes, I've got a video of it. No, you can't see it. Still miss when the champion point made weapon enchantments never decay. Oh, man. That was a slight oversight, that was. Slight. I don't know how they fucking missed it, but yeah, that was not intended. This full necro group, get all the secret buffs, smash the last boss. Well, the thing is, you don't have all the buffs you could have. Because if you have all necros, you don't have minor savagery, you don't have minor prophecy, you don't have minor spell damage from sorcery, sorry. You don't have minor brutality either, and you obviously don't have the warden buff for your health. So that also means that you may or may not have enough ice damage with ice staves to apply brittle as well. So while you might hit really fucking hard, there is still potential for more damage. And if the necros are controlling major vulnerability on tap, then the ones that don't need to cast it because you've got a full uptime on it could be using something else. Because if you use a Malcolm on top of a Malcolm, then you don't get a lot out of it. But if you use a Destra on top of a Malcolm, that's when it really shows off. Oh shit. Bollocks! I should have dodge rolled. Original armpit buff was epic. Yeah, it was. It was insane. This is not going too well. Buddha said he was going to tank, but he's dead. So, I need to realise when Buddha's dead and not look left at the chat, and then I can dodge roll the boss. Green 2.0 was epic. Original PTS build, 100% chance to double mats, 50% move. Yeah, I mean, that was nice. But they had to alter some of that. Don't look left. Yeah, I know. I could have lived then. Probably should have paid more attention. Don't look left. See, my favourite starts on Thursday. I can't wait. What, the Witches Festival? Oh, yeah. Fucking awesome. Cannot fucking wait. Love the Witches Festival. I'm not a massive fan of Halloween in general. I don't really give two fucks for it. But in Elder Scrolls, the event is brilliant. Kill bosses, get stuff. Fucking done. Love it. There were subtle hints, like the sheer insanity. Okay, so if you're not familiar with this boss, from a tank's perspective, this thing does hit fucking hard, so you gotta be careful. Unnerf armpit boss, yes indeed. Or buff even. Don't run away, don't run away! Just bring it to the tank. Oh fuck, we're dead again. Maybe not. This is a bit choppy. I'm gonna keep my resources up, because I'm feeling I'm gonna fucking need them. No, we're good. Nice. Okay, so when he goes Juffy, by the way, for anyone that doesn't already know, first of all, you can put unhallowed in the chat for the guide. But secondly, if he goes Juffy, and he will, be careful, because he'll do 2 major charges at the group. You get caught by that, you're fucked. Ads will spawn as well, you got to get rid of them. After then, he doesn't really do it too much, just punches and screams and shit. But the first 2 will do. When is the event coming? 21st. So very soon. Food that buffs specific attribute and recovery and not health. Oh, yeah. So you got no fucking health whatsoever. You're 5k short, actually. But you have a fuck ton of recovery. So risky, very risky. Oh, shit. It's called pass food. Yeah, because people can't sustain because they don't want to use a heavy attack. So they use a simulator food to plug the gap to simulate recovery they would have in their group. I mean, which in some cases is valid, but also just bear in mind that recovery food has less flat resources than you get on the buy food. Here goes the second charge. So, I mean, technically you could get a bit more. But it's the, I don't want to run out of resources. I want to just spam buttons all day long without running out. Which isn't always realistic. We have a problem here. My fucking god, of course I got aggro. Question rotation, light attack, lethal arrow times 4 and 5. Like this really long one. Does that mean light attack? Oh, you're reading off the website? Does that mean light attack, use lethal arrow 4 times? It means every single time you cast a light attack, use a skill after. So if it says lethal arrow and light attack 4 times, it's literally light, lethal, light, lethal, light, lethal. If you're following Yogi build, that is in the video, but yes, that's what it means. We might want to get a taunt. Oh my god, Buddha, whatever's going on, dude. Next light and then a poison injection, or is there light? So every single skill, there's a light attack before it. Light hit, slight pause, light hit, light hit, light hit, light hit, over and over and over. Slight pause is there for rhythm's sake. You'll get used to that once you get comfy with it, but basically, yeah, light attack skill, light attack skill, light attack skill. Even if you're using a damage shield for any reason, I fucking light attack before it even. Need to scamper off. No worries, Stark. Thank you for watching. Bit and cake in the chat for anyone who enters or leaves the stream. We are in deep shit if we don't finish this boss. I do not have a lot of time. Oh, fuck. Always get rid of those. Hold the boss still. Relax. Calm yourself, Iago. Oh, fucking bastard. Rip Destro. Always focus this fucker. He needs a taunt. Butter! Come on, dude! There's a big, massive fucking Malcolm trying to punch me in the face. Thank you. Oh shit, he's still not taunted. Woof! I'm dead, I can't move. I'm stunned. Nope, we're good. I'm not sure what's going on here. I get default aggro. Any fucking server, I get default aggro. Finish him?
Finish him!
Oh shit, man. For those of you that are new to tanking, your taunt lasts 15 seconds. No matter which one you use, it lasts 15 seconds. Do not let it run out and then reapply it. Overlap it. No, you don't need to fucking spam it. But do not let it run out. That 1 second gap, what you might think is safe between you letting it fall off and then recasting it, could be the difference between wipe and no wipe. So always maintain your taunts. This dude is not taunted. Don't just taunt one target either. I mean, the more you can, the better. Sometimes you can't get them all, but stuff like this, when there's two of them, you got to get that there. Got that taunt in. Otherwise you're toast. Woof. And we'll get the res. Taunt lasts 15 seconds. You can't over taunt in this game. There's one solitary exception, so go ham. Yeah. Sanctum Ophidia. The only other exception is actually in the video about it, where people argue over the same taunt. Then eventually the boss will just say, fuck you. Use different ones to overlap the previous one, you'll get the aggro. If you keep using the same one over and over, the boss will get confused. And it'll just go, nope, and then it'll have a timeout. That, however, is in the most recent how to get good video. So if you put beginner in the chat, the most recent tutorial there, I go over that stuff. Because I teach you how to manipulate enemies from range. It's technically a taunting tutorial, but, I mean, it's really for people that want to get good with pulls and maintaining aggro. I should have called it how to taunt, but it's not just that. It's about understanding all the different types of enemies that you'll come into contact with. Thanks for the advice. We need to tank and find a role really fun. Nice! There are many tanks on my channel, actually. 6, I think. So, I mean, it depends what class and type of tank you like. They're all completely different. So, there's Atronach, which is a warden. He's a brick wall, and he can heal people. There is Almost Immortal Warrior, who is solid as fuck. He can protect the group with big damage shields, and you will have a hard time killing him. Nature's Bounty, solid tank, full uptime on Minor Brittle, blows up rooms. Lazy Tank, piece of piss, one button taunts everything and chains it all. Easy Tank, very plain and straightforward. It's a DK. And then there's Malcolm, who is built to just build as much fucking ultimate as possible to just pump out fucking necro ultis. What's a good Magsorc build in PvE? I'm loving it since made only one. Mostly thinking maining it over my Nightblade. Sorc is linked in the chat. That is the one I'm currently using. This one is a lot lower than my other one, 672. Oh, sorry, 762. But it doesn't matter. You can pick it up at any level. Insect Magical Sorcerer build looks like fun. Technically, it's not a heavy attack sorcerer. It just utilizes heavy attacks inside of its rotation. But at the moment, because my champion points are a bit lower, I have to heavy attack more than I usually would. If we had more recovery in the group, of course, that would be a bit easier. But also, it's a bit easier for me to read the chat while I'm doing so. But yes, they're very fucking strong. So most setups, depending on what you're using, if you start using heavies too often, you will obviously dip on your DPS as long as if you don't keep dots up and stuff. This particular one, the heavy is boosted so fucking much, especially against basic game mechanics. So off balance, increasing it by 70% plus everything else, that when you do need to recover, it's so fucking high that you don't dip at all. In fact, you can actually do more with it because you splash damage loads of fucking stuff. What dungeon would you advise a newcomer looking for decent gear at level 35? So at level 35, there's not really much point in farming gear. So pick up whatever you find and put it on. Once you get to 160 champion points, which is a few levels obviously after 50, that's when you hit the gear cap, which Mike is now going on about, and that's when it really counts. Prior to that, you're just going to destroy everything you get because you're going to out-level it. After then, well, it's entirely up to you. Plenty of builds on the channel. I wouldn't worry about builds right now because you still have a lot to see before that is even somewhat relevant. But, yeah, 160, then go from there. You put builds in the chat, there's fuck tons there, but don't try to confuse yourself too soon because obviously the more basic mechanics you pick up now, the easier it will be for you to absorb some of the more complicated stuff. If you start trying to take it all in at once, it's too much. You might not even have half the stuff unlocked at the moment. I've got fucking so many resources. I'm having to take way too much. Have some of these. This way. Nice one, cheers, Ed. No worries, dude. You're welcome. And also, if you do get stuck with any dungeons, apart from 2, which are coming very soon, they are recorded, they're just not edited. Every single dungeon mechanic video is on the channel too. The arenas are all done, the dungeons are all done, apart from 2, which are coming, and the trials are all done, also apart from 2, which are coming. And then you realise your gear RNG sucks. Well, no, because if you're quite new, you've landed in the game at a perfect time, because we're getting a new update very soon. While these guys kill stuff, I'm going to show you. So, this is quite new. This is what we call the sticker book. Every single place in the entire game notes all the gear that you've ever picked up. If you've destroyed it, bound it, or sold it, instead of trading it to someone else, it will be stored in here, and you can recraft it anytime you like. However, RNG is an issue, because you'll have to keep farming and farming and farming to get all the stuff. The new update that's coming, if you've already got it, you won't get it again, until you fill the book. And then, once you've done that, you go back to RNG again. That's very select areas, so obviously it's very important for dungeons and trials and stuff like that. Obviously overland and random chests is a little different, but that's going to be a big difference. So once that lands, I mean, if you've hit 160 by then, farming for you is going to be fucking easy in comparison to what we've had for the last fuck knows how many years. Good advice would be level 160, saving gold, then buy crafted or overland. See, that's also another thing. There's no need for you to go for crafted stuff if you don't want to. Crafted stuff, overland stuff, trial stuff, dungeon stuff, arena stuff, all has an equal place in the game. There's not, oh, this is the best because it comes from a trial, or this is the worst because it comes from crafting. No, 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 no. You mix whatever you like. So once you are 160, if you're still killing stuff, your character's ready to farm whatever you need. Don't farm something or craft something to then go and farm something or craft something. If you've got gear on and you're killing stuff, go get it. You can waste too much time farming to farm, if you know what I mean. So, for argument's sake, if you wanted, I don't know, you wanted Reliquin from Cloudrest. If you've reached 160, you have been able to kill stuff. Go in there on normal and pick it up. You're going to be in there with 11 other people anyway. It's fine. You don't need to have other stuff on in order to get it. It's not a prerequisite. In fact, you can go in there with no gear. A preferably related note, one of my many things that I appreciate in ESO is crafted gear is top shelf here. Is not second class, correct. That you wear until you get to the real gear. Yes, you can run a full crafted setup and perform extremely fucking well. Cushy Gem, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. There's plenty of gear that comes in the trials that's hardly ever used. Correct, because one, people choose not to, or two, people can't. There are some people that can't use some of this stuff because they generally have some advanced versions of gear which rely on the player paying very close attention to how it works. Over here, Buddha, you gotta wake up, dude. No, 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 the swirly one, the swirly one. You don't need to go upstairs. Here. On the circle. There's a stream delay, he's not gonna hear me. We might get lucky here. I'm gonna die. Whoa, that was a bit forgiving. So the best tank gear costs like 1,000 gold on traders. Again, best is point of view. It depends on what you want and what you need. Just remember, while something might be 1,000, dungeon loot's free. Oh shit. We don't have any breach or anything. It's going to take a little bit longer. Oh, over here. Look for the swirly one. Uh-oh. You got to stand on it, dude. No, no, no. Oh, you got lucky. Can't fucking fire my mines. Delayed. Do not want to stand there. That will kill me. Here we go. Nope. Number 2. He fucking shot me in the air. Bastard. It's over. I wonder if I have it. I don't think I do. I do not. Fuck, I was hoping I had caltrops. Never mind. Oh shit, you've already left me. Boing. Get awesome perks and a free monthly sub on the channel. Oh, a channel of your choice, actually. With Twitch Prime? You do not say. My bot is on point today. He's actually paying attention. That's rare. The bot's normally broken. I do not want to go first. Fuck that noise. Oh, you have got caltrops. My bad. Didn't have it on the last boss. Maybe you just changed it out. For anyone that doesn't know why I said that, Nature's Bounty doesn't have a sword and board taunt, so it's missing breach. But if you fire caltrops, then of course you've got breach and area of effect. And if you're lucky with your status effects, it's physical, so you can apply the physical status effect, which applies minor breach as well, which is quite handy. Also, not to mention, of course, it ticks over, so Zerb Light goes boom. I'm not going fast. Torta, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Dude, you would have fucking Dragonborn earlier. Did you not realise? Oh, fuck. Zai, thanks for being such a positive role model and teaching about the game. Gotta go. Have a great night. You are most welcome, and thank you for watching. Bit and cake in the chat for anyone who enters or leaves the stream. Forgot to drink my drink. He's going to finally get burned spell weave. Maul? Is that the only one you need, Sleek? Wish we had it earlier. I deleted so much gear and ran out of space and banks and tunes. Yeah, you and me both, mate. This one... Oh, shit, there's a chest. If you can be ballsy... This is in the video as well, so put unhallowed in the chat. If you can be ballsy and keep up your resistances, your bonuses, and all that kind of stuff, and heals... Maybe permafrost, maybe nova, whatever. You can stack and burn this boss. It's designed this way. Right? You can stack and burn it if you're prepared for it. But if you're not, and it wrecks you, then you have to spread out and deal with the ads individually. That's a make or break boss. You don't have to have loads of deeps. You just have to be able to survive it. It's just risky. But also just a pre-warning for tanks. Only block really when he's heavy attacking. Otherwise he'll strip your fucking bar real fast. So, let's see if we don't bottle it. Doesn't have a lot of health. 3.2 million is not a lot. They did the same in Scalecaller as well. So there was the ice boss, the matriarch. So you could basically deal with the mechanics and keep it very, very paced and safe, or you can go for a bit of a nuke. They do that on purpose. Again, that's part of the design. They know people are going to go for it, but they punish you if you fuck it up. This is actually pretty good. So bring your resistances, keep the heals coming, you'll be fine. Yes, beautiful. You got this, Buddha. It is scary. Uh-oh, we lost a tank. Nice, it's dead anyway. Oh man, every time I fucking get XP, I realize my scroll has run out. It's not a scroll, it's a potion, so it's shorter. Your reign was brief but glorious. Yeah, it was short. Excuse me. Boing. Nearly there. 2 more bosses.
I had no idea such grand ruins stood in the heart of this place.
Boing.
Yokudim, yes? The works of your ancestors.
I are not going first.
Yes. Charge!
I can't dodge. Boing. Nope. Tank first. So when the new DLC comes out, obviously you'll see me on PC quite a lot because it'll be on PC first. That's going to be cool as fuck. But once it lands on console, that's when you'll see me construct, if you like, the armory setup for all of my main characters over on PlayStation EU. That might be a technical stream, messing around with all that stuff. It's gonna be fucking cool though. Oh, he's in the corner, rip. Ah, goodbye. So let's Saber, thank you for watching. Beer and cake in the chat for anyone who went to leave the stream. Much appreciated. There's a very tempting nuke ad over here. Naughty. Yes, I know, everyone wants to drop an ice comet on his head. Don't do it. We're now approaching a boss. Save it. It is fun, though. A book apparently I haven't read. This boss is so much fun. The Bone Colossus has to die. If it's not taunted, it's going to punch someone, and if it's not killed, it's going to punch people even more. Think Fang Lair flashbacks. Dodge! Woohoo! Fucking aggro on it. You get a little bit of ping, so it's a bit tricky to weave a bit, but it'll be fine. Tank down. We're in shit. And you. Now, if you pick up the secrets first, you obviously get a buff, so that when you teleport, you actually do damage to them, but we don't have that. Too soon, Zai? I'm still winding down after hard mode, thank you. Look like the merchant where you can use someone else's armor in a group. You can, yeah. You can use other people's merchants. That's the whole point of them. We're in shit here. Tank's dead. 3, 2, 1, dodge. Woof. Close. You have to focus that little bastard. I say little. It's not really the right word, is it? He's fucking huge. Don't be dead, Widow. Do not be dead. Watch your breach. She doesn't have any on it. It's going to take us longer. I mean, it's fine, but you've got it. Use it. Maintain your buffs and debuffs. So if you've got the buff from the secret, you can obviously jump backwards and forwards and kill these really quick. If not, just kill them. Maintain your buffs and debuffs. Iago? Yeah, indeed. Aladdin Part 2. Keep your buffs up. Why did the tank die? Shit, dude. We're in trouble. It's fine. We can... The boss isn't hitting us yet, so as long as we don't kill that ghost, we've got time to res him. He says, while killing it. Of course I've got aggro. Why would I not have aggro? Block. Dodge. This is rinse repeat, actually. But it's supposed to be the last one then. Oh shit, run. Hit him with 2 there, all the time. Excellent. He should die. Yep, Budgie killed him. Double mines. Are we done? Nope, one more. Whee! Oh, you bastard! I tapped it, it didn't go off. Read that one already. I'm dead now. First time. Actually, it's not. We died loads on the first boss, didn't we? Attacking on live stream with Zai has to be a bit nerve-wracking. Maybe. Shouldn't be. I tapped it on the way down, and you can normally pull it. But, apparently it didn't want to listen to me. Rip. Thank you! Oh, man. Buddy, you got to grab the ad, dude. It's wrecking people. I'll kill it, and then I'll get him up. 3, 2, 1, dodge. Walk into the mine, save me casting it again. Thank you. It's over, basically. So I found a golden sky shard. I did! How many people are jealous? Do you remember that video? It was I'm going to do some more of those, by the way. The Let's Play videos, they're quite fun. Where I get people in the community to join me on again with comms and stuff. We found a golden sky shard. Obviously, that's a meme for ESO. And I labeled the video as such. And most people that play ESO know about that. They know that if you fall off a cliff, you go, golden sky shard, it's mine. No, it's not a real thing. It's just a joke. But that video got so much soul from people going, oh my god, fake, bro. Really? Really? It was a funny moment. Calm your tits. Fucking people. And people get so upset so easily. Humor's not allowed. Do you remember the Golden Sky Shard video? The one where the commentators were offended by it because they have no sense of humor. That's exactly what happened. Some people got it. They're like, haha, I fell off there. Which I was surprised at, actually, because Claw fell off a cliff. I've never seen anyone fall off before. It was bonkers. Big boom. Right, let's get the fuck out of it. That boss is horrible. Okay, it's fun, but still. We're moving on. Kind of like cheese sort of video. You mean where people constantly craze me to show them PTS stuff, which I tell them is behind the scenes and usually tied to Patreon stuff, Secret Ninja Chat. But I released a video just to demonstrate some of the things that people were obviously going to be doing to cheese things, and then people didn't listen to the words that I said. I said, this is not a build. This is me showing you stuff and things. And then people were like, hey, what champion point should I use for this build? Like,
Something profoundly evil lurks here.
where's the rotation?
Whatever it is,
Oh my god.
beasts of conjuring.
The video was so clear, but the comments were so silly. I swear people watch with the volume off. I remember in normal SO, you and other ninjas were just talking about... Oh, talking about it and you fell down the hole? Dude, there is a clip on my bloopers video where Mike the Liar from our old streams on YouTube was in Sanctum Ophidia, and it went so quiet. So quiet, you could hear a fucking pin drop. And he was trying to avoid the poison correctly by walking backwards, and he was holding block for whatever reason, but he walked backwards, and he was so careful about avoiding that poison that he fell off the fucking cliff, off the bridge. And it was so quiet at the time that you heard him scream on the way down. It was fucking priceless. I could not breathe. I literally lost my fucking shit. So fucking funny. That was about 4 years ago, but it was hilarious. If you go to YouTube, or just put bloopers, I think maybe. Oh no, only human in the chat. It's the first bloopers video. That was fucking hilarious. Watching with volume off, I watched for 6 months before I realised you had a voice. How you doing, Alfonso? Welcome to the stream. Do not do this, by the way. That will kill you. Oh, that was close. Oh, man. We nearly lost the healer. Don't forget that cow trots, brother. You got to debuff for a reason. We can kill the fucker quicker. I think he's got his buttons muddled up because he's bashing a lot. Good for interrupt mechanics, though. I have to watch it after stream because I was laughing as you were explaining it. It was so funny, man. It was... You remember the clip? You laughed until I cried. I was live and I didn't have a camera on at the time. And it's a good job I didn't, because I was giggling like a fucking school kid. I had my shirt over my fucking face like this, and I couldn't breathe. Honestly, not because of the my face, obviously, because I couldn't fucking stop laughing. I was trying not to giggle uncontrollably, and I just fucking lost it. I was not ready for it. Okay, Buddha, this is gonna hurt like fuck. Just turn him away and hold him still. Watch your resources. You will want a heavy attack between mechanics. Otherwise, he'll hand your ass to you. Non-hard mode is quite straightforward, but he does hit very hard. You got to break free quickly if he does that too. Apart from that, you should be good. Oh my god! I was not in it. And even if I was in it, that dude was not in it. Motherfucker. Let's try that again, shall we? Almost forgot about that one. Yeah, that the meteor that comes down with the bone colossus outside the door is a pain in the ass. No, I wasn't in it. That's me. I was not in it. I thought that body on the ground was somebody else. That's my body. It's just kind of centered. 47k. The telegraph for that is about a meter off. There he goes again. Careful. Oh, wow. Blast bones hit me as I respawned and I lived. Handy. Good recovery, by the way. I don't know what the fuck happened there, but well done. Try to hold him still, dude. Oh, shit. We lost the tank. Never mind. Got to get rid of this Skellington. You have to watch it. There's 4 bloopers videos. Not many people have seen them, actually. There is a playlist for them, but they're there. Basically, when I first started the channel, and you'll hear this in the video as well, you can hear the difference in my voice as well. I was so fucking nervous. Plus, the microphone was bullshit. I kept all the fuck-ups, just in case, and it kind of paid off. Oh, how unfortunate. This is fucking messy. You're probably better off fucking wiping and starting again. Cancel that. Necro res for the win. Well done. Buddha, I don't know why, but your character is bashing on repeat. You've got no stamina. You're not going to be able to break free. Throughout all the fights, you're constantly bashing. Try to relax with the bashes, unless you really need to. Because at the moment, you are going to struggle to break if he stuns you. That might be why you're dying. So his first ever build video was almost Immortal Warrior. He sounds very different than he does today. Well, I sound the same, but in that video, obviously, I was fucking scared shit of using a microphone full stop. Like I don't use the fucking things. Except when I'm on comms with people. Recording it? Nah, none of that fucking shit. It took me 2 years to use a camera. It's very personal when you do shit like that. I'll show you the microphone in a minute that I used. So I started off with just the PlayStation 4 and the headset that comes with the PlayStation. And I would save the video, very low res, upload it to my Facebook account privately so no one could see it, and then I would download that onto my system, then input it into fucking Windows Movie Maker, and then do whatever I could with the tools I had available to make it work. And that is how I started my channel, and that's how I did it for a long time. Then over time, obviously, upgraded the hardware, upgraded the software. Things are now very different. Still got a long way to go for what I need, because I want some other stuff in Shinies too, but not yet. Not important right now. House first. But it's come a long way. But that was your problem. The reason you're dying so much is because you're getting caught with stuns and you couldn't break free. You were doing this on almost every boss. That not doing it there saved pretty much everything. Completely different. Really good. So here, this here, if you can see it. Come here, fucking thing. I still use it on PlayStation 5 actually. See this? See this wire? This is the microphone. This is the headpiece, earpiece, and this is a wire. Okay, that there. That's what I started my channel with. The same mic as that. It's not a duplicate. This one.
I love weddings. Drinks all around.
So if you watch any videos for the first year, live streams, build videos, anything like that, that's what I used. Plugged into a bottom of a PlayStation controller. And that was before there was proper, like, really good streaming functions and shit available. The computer was a piece of shit too. He's trading me something. What's he trading me? Cookies? So yeah, we found the problem, and that made the tanking a lot easier then, which is mega. Nice! Thank you very much. That's why I meant to sound a bit hesitant today, not in the slightest. No, of course, it's very different now. Excuse me, that was me all the time standing between the dragons and AoE cones in Fang Lao. I got hit so much that I just started blocking whenever I was in there. Yeah, and then you run out of fucking juice. It's a lot easier to do public speaking once you realise not many people are truly listening. Ouch! Ouch! You mean you're not listening to me? How dare you? Does Bluetooth devices work with consoles? Yes, but it's dependent on which ones it is. Certain things do, certain things don't. I'm dying here watching your bloopers. There's 4 of them. Okay, people. Always say thank you for group. I did miss that in one of them, actually. Thank you for group. So, Buddha, Donut, and Dest, thank you very much for joining. Bob as well, also for joining earlier, and also for Spike. Lost my words then. Tomorrow, I'm not streaming because Wednesday nights I don't stream, although I'll be working my ass off through the day, even though I'm not supposed to. Naughty. Wednesdays are supposed to be day off, but it never fucking is. I will see you on Thursday when the Witches Festival starts, and we will go around hunting bosses and killing them in the back of the face and stealing all their loot. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to follow on Twitch or sub on YouTube. Those are free. Loads of other links in the description. See you again tomorrow, Thursday even. Bye-bye.
that the brothers on the rise now. Endless celebrations all in my house. Levitating now, I'm super duper fly now. London boy, but DC where I reside now. Put the time in while you always yelling time out. If you quit it, cause I know I'm coming with it. You were sitting, you were wishing I was handling my business. Now I got the ball like Harry Potter playing Quidditch. And my business is humongous, you would think that happens in there. Damn man, I'm all that, yeah, I'm all that. Working for that whip, yeah, that what you call that. I'ma blow up in the summer, have him yelling fall back. And I've always been ahead like an effing ball cap. Man, I came in the game like, whoa. Got a couple chains on me cause I like gold. They told me I'm the best and I told them I know. Cause when I'm in your town, every ticket I sold. Yeah, they saying I'm the man. Facts, bro. Lot of haters, tell me where they at though. I'm the new pop, all I do is rap though. Want me on your song, throw a couple stacks, yo. Woo! Everybody wanna do the same thing. That's why we ain't on the same page. Do my own thing, and I maintain. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream. I'm going mainstream. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream. Yeah, I'm going mainstream. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream. I'm going mainstream. Mainstream. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream.